insert drink, and hit play. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of BlueRayDismay. You have John Daniels here. Tonight we are reviewing The Dark Knight with Christian Bale, director Christopher Nolan, and my two counterparts here.
The Right Honorable Javier Ian.
Marcellus
Ian,
Ignatius.
Yeah, I can totally forget
The
my name.
second Esquire.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's been drinking since the morning, so don't mind him.
Already? I'm Bruno Diaz, a.k.a. Johnny C., a.k.a. Johnny Walker's.
Johnny Walker's
With the
Johnny
S
C.
now.
That's his slurring.
Sometimes it's there.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to jump into this movie here in a second. Just give everyone some background. This is probably one of my favorites. I know what is it, 10 years old now? I mean,
pretty good.
When did it come out? 2008? Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, it's still good.
And arguably,
holds up.
It's arguably probably one of the best Joker films within the franchise since its inception, honestly. I don't know, Jimmy Javier. Who was it? A Hispanic guy that played the original Joker with Adam West? Some guy Cesar or something.
Cesar Romero.
Yes.
The TV show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
he
you're
was
going
like
all the way back.
Yeah, he was the OG. He was like the OG. That I think it was in the 60s.
He was fun.
And I think he played more of a jovial role.
Yeah.
More of a not comedic, but
and fitting in tone with the show. The show was campy and kind of lighthearted. So
right.
All the villains were.
Yeah.
Well, no, they progressively got darker, and then they got psychological. Then they got ridiculous. Then they got better. Maybe.
Oh,
but yeah,
a little bit.
Adam West.
So after Cesar, the only other Joker I know that had such an impact, or really the only Joker I can remember, would be Jack Nicholson in Michael Keaton's 1989. I think that was 1989 Batman.
That's the iconic.
Well,
Classic
people,
Joker.
People.
Well,
before,
for movies, up until now.
Yeah. No, and that was another one of my favorite Jokers. By the way, we're teeing this up because, as most people know now, Joaquin Phoenix will be playing the Joker in the new movie coming out October 2019. So that's why we're kind of just honing in on the history of Joker, kind of his role. And again, this is another a pivotal performance by Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. And I think actually he passed away post-production. I don't think they had released the movie.
Like last movie, and then he had shot parts of Dr. Parnassus, something.
That's the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Yeah, Dr. Parnassus movie. So that was after this, but it was supposed to be him the whole movie. But then it was taken up by Johnny Depp and like some a couple other guys,
other
actors, which fit the movie. So it did. Because he is just like some crazy guy the whole time.
Yeah, thankfully it didn't kill the movie.
Yeah, but his scenes definitely did add to the movie a bunch. And that is like his classic last role, I suppose. Even it's smaller than it should be, but this is his most memorable.
His last finished performance.
Yeah,
right. Heath Ledger. So he finished all the final cuts, all the edit. He did this like complete. I don't think he saw it go live to the market.
Oh yeah, is that it? Really?
I think it was kind of close.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, so I guess aside from all that, we should just jump into the movie. Right? Yeah. All right. So everyone, we're queuing up.
152 minutes. 0.68 her. Just for those of you like trivia, it's 0.68 Ben-Hur's.
All right, starting now.
All right, cool. And the funny thing is, when I was watching this the other day,
the blue logo.
Well, the blue logo, but also the very first scene, we have that mystic, we have that like misty, foggy bat signal embedded within the first scene.
Don't stop talking. But yeah, we're just teeing up the movie here. And yeah, just logos and introductions at this point. So fun and games.
You got the classic Marvel's logo scrolled going there. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, interestingly enough, this came out the same year as Iron Man, so it was quite a banner year for comic book movies.
Yeah, it did. Oh, wow, I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah,
there it is. You see that bat? You see that bat?
Yeah, it's pretty
that
quick.
Foggy bat scene.
Yeah.
Could have been. I would have liked it a little bit further back and came in a little more. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't really notice that.
Well, yeah, no, that's another thing.
I mean, I guess that's the point.
It's another one of the subtle key points of the movie where
because you're just Batman, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't just hit you with it. He likes to.
Okay, now
when he starts a bank heist, he immediately hits you with it.
Yeah, this scene. I mean, the movie just jumps right into just straight action, right? We got two bank robbers, and they're immediately.
For this home release, it changes aspect ratio throughout the movie between IMAX full screen, if you're watching this on a HD TV widescreen,
or a Blu-ray,
Blu-ray, which I assume you are, and
it did this in the theaters as well. It's very annoying.
Yeah, oh, really? Well, I didn't even notice that.
Not in all the theaters, I think, because I think if you saw it,
it was only in IMAX,
only for the IMAX
screenings.
Ones, yeah,
right.
So that's why it's different for home release.
Right. And apparently, if you're unfortunately stuck in the past and watching this on DVD, it's all widescreen, so you might actually get a.
That's the version I would prefer,
DVD.
Actually.
That's blasphemy, Javier. This is BlueRayDismay. In a few years, people are going to be laughing, like, look at these jokers talking about a Blu-ray disc. Like,
who still has physical media?
I mean, pretty soon they're going to be streaming 4K, like, all over, right?
Yeah, right off the bat, for me, I don't like the aspect ratio changing. It just takes away from the shots of the movie, really. Right. I mean, for the theater, it's fine, but you can just notice it so much here. It kind of...
Right.
You kind of, I forget about it after a while, but
until it pops up again,
I definitely notice that it's there. Yeah,
and you're doing your standard bank robbery here.
Yeah.
So the bank robbery.
This scene's cool, but like IMAX, okay, and then.
You know that first scene, guys, where the bank robbers are going from building to building? That's an actual, like, they actually did that. And they had to get permit licensing from each building owner.
Across.
Yeah, it wasn't like any kind of CGI. They actually had two guys roll through on like, on a wire.
On zip wire.
Yeah, on a zip line going from building 1 to building 2.
This guy's awesome. Who's he? What's he from?
I know this guy.
He's a cop and something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No. I know him.
Andy Victor.
But he's freaking sweet.
Well, he's a mob banker. You kind of have to be.
Yeah. I mean, just his short role in this movie is like perfect.
Yeah, he does. He's got a role. He carries it out exactly how he needs to. And they're
okay. This banker badass
is wrecking shit. I mean, this is what you would do if you had a bank.
Dude, this banker guy. This guy is William Fitchner. Okay. And I know you're going to recognize him. I mean, you'll remember him from he was like the warden dude or one of the sheriff's deputies in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay.
He was in Armageddon.
That's where I know him from.
He was in Crash as the lawyer.
Yeah.
He was like the lawyer teeing up against Don Cheadle.
Sweet.
He was in Heat. He was Van Zant in Heat.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. He was the bastard. He was Van Zant, dude. He sold everyone out. He killed Danny Trejo.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They asked Danny Trejo, who got you? Yeah, he killed Danny Trejo's girl.
I think it's somebody else.
No, that's him. And he was also in, I think he was in the newer Independence Day as like some general or colonel.
I love Heat. What the hell happened to Michael Mann? Where's he at?
Dude, Michael Mann, he did Heat, and then he did Tom Cruise's film. Was it The Hitman or something?
I think he had something maybe a couple years ago. I don't remember. I don't know.
Not much.
But yeah, this guy, William Fitchner.
Everybody's shooting each other. That's
right.
That's kind of cool, I guess. Joker's setting everybody up, taking all the money.
The dude, William Fitchner,
even though he doesn't want it.
He's like so memorable, but you just can't put your finger on it. Like you're like, okay, I've seen this guy like a bunch of times. He's never had like I think like a leading like a big breakout.
Yeah, he's
role.
He can
but
recognize
he's always in like some opening scenes or supporting role.
What you would call a character actor.
It's kind of funny.
And then he's maneuvering around the bus. Apparently, this proved to be really difficult to film in real life, getting the bus into the bank.
Well, what they had to do for this bus scene, where we're now at the scene where it just backs into the bank and runs over or knocks out one of the henchmen, they had to build like a fake entrance
and run the bus into it.
Right, and run the bus into it through this,
movie magic.
This mocked up bank entrance. It was still connected to the bank, but I think they just built another room as an attachment to the bank.
An outside.
Oh, this is an important speech right now. He's talking about honor among thieves.
Oh,
which is honor,
which
respect.
I mean, that's the whole point.
And it's the first of some of the Godfather parallels in this movie.
Oh, really?
Right, because if you recall, the part of the Godfather... Oh, here's the Joker popping up.
Yep, they just introduced Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Under the clown mask is a clown mask.
Right, clown from under a clown. It was pretty cool.
But he's like an old school mafia type guy, the William Fichtner's character, the bank manager. And he's talking about honor and respect and the way thieves are expected to behave, or the way gangsters had some kind of code.
I like his purple suit.
Joker's totally
It's custom made.
It's light purple.
And Joker's totally breaking that. And they're going to
That's
go
a funny
through
scene.
that theme in the movie. It continues to break.
Oh, he didn't die. That's good.
He's
alive in the Batman universe. It's nice to know.
Wait, who?
Banker dude with the shotgun.
William Fichtner?
He just had a tear gas grenade in his mouth, not a real grenade.
And this part's kind of
Oh.
this part's ridiculous to me. Like, how does the buses in front of them not know that the bus just came out of a building? Like, how is it if you're in a line of buses and he didn't come out the last bus? There's buses that came out after him.
Right.
So, like, what?
He timed it very well. He's an aggressive driver.
That's what you call smooth.
I think it's
Also, Gotham is like New York that way.
Right.
Bus pulled out of a building? Whatever.
Yeah, no one cares
cool
as long
shot.
as they get to where they need to be on time.
smart, but in reality, I would be like, what?
Yeah.
Like a bus just drove out of a building.
Yeah.
So some of the other notable actors that'll be appearing.
Comparing Batman to Bigfoot.
We got
Yeah.
We
He's
got,
that mythical. That means he's doing his job.
we got Michael Caine coming up as Alfred. Gary Oldman, who's just been introduced now.
He's
here
a
as
fun Gordon. I love Gary Oldman.
Well, yeah, Gary Oldman, he's great. He's not at this point in the movie, in the very first stages of the movie. He's not the commissioner yet, right?
He's not
like,
Commish Gordon.
He's not commissioner.
He's Lieutenant Gordon.
He's
Right?
lieutenant, right? Lieutenant.
He's gonna
Morgan
get
Freeman as Lucius Fox,
Yeah.
returning from Batman Begins.
Right.
And then this guy, Cillian Murphy, Scarecrow, who's been in a number of things. Again, he's like another guy that
Right.
you know who he is. You just can't put your finger on any of his,
I
major
believe he was
breakout
in
films.
28 Days Later.
Yeah,
That's who
right.
he
That
is.
yeah. He was like a young little
It was like
monkey
breakout role,
snatching
I guess.
zombie kid or something, right?
Also, I know it's heresy, but you don't need to buy 28 Days Later on Blu-ray.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Why?
I had it
was
on DVD.
filmed in standard definition.
But you can still get Blu-ray.
Yeah, but it won't do anything for the movie.
It'll look
That's a
good.
good point.
Anyway, Scarecrow. These guys talking about
Okay,
drugs.
Scarecrow now out here talking about, hey, buyer beware.
Yeah.
Okay,
The copycats.
and,
Yeah.
copycats are about to show up.
Which is, I believe they dealt with this in the comics. The one thing I liked about, or one of the things I liked about this, they did deal with a lot of themes, of things that storylines that did pop up in the comics from time to time.
Yeah.
They deal with it slightly differently, but they do explore some of the themes, and I think that's part of what this is
People taking over Batman,
Right.
like more crazy lunatics. They're like,
Right.
oh, it's time to go.
right.
And they're like, all right, I can be Batman too.
And it's one of these things where these first two movies, I
It's
think,
pretty
really
cool.
follow tightly together, where they actually do what they say on the title. Batman Begins is all Batman beginning,
Yeah.
and then The Dark Knight is all about him becoming the Dark Knight. So it's the beginning of the Batman process, and then his evolution as a character and an icon, a vigilante.
To a Dark Knight.
And then everything kind of goes off the rails on the third movie.
Yeah, I don't like the third movie.
But that's
I'm
there yet.
like not even part of this discussion if we're going to be talking about Dark Knight Rises. Just like, why'd you do it?
Yeah. Props for trying.
it could have been done better.
I mean, no, seriously, yeah, they had a good lineup. I mean, I get, Anne Hathaway, I guess, is Catwoman. Okay, that could have worked.
Even the story is kind of cool. It's just all kind of silly. Bend that gun.
Yeah, he bent the
he
gun.
bent the barrel straight down off of that.
Yeah, we're about the 9-minute mark in.
He's got new gadgets.
Right, so he's got these new gadgets that allow him, like, he's got basically like little mechanical arms.
Spin elbow punch.
Dude, I swear, I don't know how many dogs were like hurt during this filming, but he threw off these dogs. He kept throwing his dogs off his little he just threw the dog down a little garage. Like
he got bit.
What to check? Just make it a note to check at the end of the movie for the Humane Society credit.
Crazy looking dude.
Yeah, now he's just cutting into the cargo van.
Yeah,
right.
Is that like what's he trying to do there?
He's trying to get in, but he couldn't get in time. But fear not, Batman will just jump down in a second here and crack this cargo van's like roof.
Yeah.
So yeah, another thing they did, they really highlighted on this movie is the use of his cape.
Yeah, see, the widescreen just makes it look cooler.
Yeah, we switched aspect ratios.
I think they introduced like the use of that cape in Batman Begins. Before that, he never really used it like that, like to go,
I don't know. The very first scene of the 1989 Batman, he swoops in, cape.
Oh, the cape slows him down, right? Or the cape kind of.
And he jumps down.
Okay,
and
yeah,
the thug
you're
shoot
right.
him.
Yeah,
then he gets up again because he's got the body armor.
You are correct.
So it's always been part of his iconography. The cape it's a useful tool for him.
Yeah, but they went to extremes on these ones.
I mean, he uses that in the even the cartoon show and stuff.
Well, in the cartoon a lot, yeah. That's one of my other favorite Joker performances is Mark Hamill's Joker.
Oh yeah,
in the animated series.
That's probably
spectacular. Something about
I
it
like
is
that better than Heath Ledger probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd go that far.
What?
Although he does an incredible job. I mean, an
Johnny
incredible
Walker.
job.
Blasphemy.
Seriously.
So here's the thing I don't get.
Well,
is
he just has more time to develop the character.
that is true. He's episodes and episodes, and you can.
In the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like seasons, and he does it in all the movies.
So you're
and
saying
and like
who was it? You
even
said
games
who
and
was
stuff.
it you mentioned?
Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill
Mark Hamill as a voice did a
As-
better job than Heath Ledger in this movie.
as a Joker.
For reading, he didn't even like design the tone of the character. in
That is completely that. It is an iconic Joker voice because of Mark Hamill.
Because, yeah, how batshit crazy he gets in his ridiculous hyena laugh.
If you hear the
Dude,
Joker,
it's called
I
voice
hear that.
effects.
No, that's
So he
called
just
his
did it
voice
raw?
acting. Look it up. Look it up, dude. I
I'm
don't know.
going to.
You're crazy.
So I don't know what it is, but there's something about the Joker's role that just lets actors cut loose and be as nuts as they want to be. Unless you're Jared Leto, in which case you just act kind of mopey for some reason.
When I think of Joker voice,
don't
I
get that.
definitely hear
Yeah.
the cartoon Batman Joker, like immediately, right off the bat. If I
Whenever
see a Joker
I,
in a medium, like
Dude, the first thing
and
I
a lot of
go
the
to
and
is
when the new movies,
Jack Nicholson's Joker.
yeah. Well, I mean, like in the new DC animated movies, the Jokers that are in that are very heavily taking off of Mark Hamill's take
performance.
on the Joker. And the
Right.
same thing with Kevin Conroy as Batman from the animated series also.
So let's go back to, you guys keep mentioning how the aspect ratio changes, both if you were going to see it in the IMAX screening when it came out and also on the Blu-ray version.
yeah, unless you
Right.
saw it at a regular widescreen
Right.
theater, which then it doesn't change back.
So the
which I think
IMAX
is how I saw it.
It's funny that in order to be, IMAX accredited or standard, whatever it is,
Right.
they had to buy these ridiculous
Because when it was
cameras.
hot
Yeah.
and new,
There were
yeah.
about
I mean,
4 IMAX cameras in the world at the time.
yeah.
And they
right,
have
yeah,
them.
there was only like a limited set, and
Right.
I think they went up into the range of even $300,000 per camera.
Right.
The things were massive, they were bulky, they were heavy. They actually had to have
For the
some
Batman.
some ironworks people come in and build
Uh-huh.
specialized mounts in order to be able to maneuver them and sustain the weight during some of the scenes when they were moving,
Right.
some of the car scenes. So this IMAX thing was like a big deal for them. And I think Christopher Nolan just dropped it, like kind of not willy-nilly, but like, hey guys,
Yeah,
this is my plan. Like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do IMAX. So just let's go buy like.
For that first scene,
Here we go.
I didn't really. I mean,
Oh,
it
here's
was
an
shot in
important
IMAX.
theme. Limits, limitations. Michael Caine just told
I didn't think it
Christian
needed to be.
Bale to know your limits, and that's going to be an important thing that pops up in the rest of the movie. As the Batman comes up hard against the limits of his own rules, the rules of society, and the Joker loves to just entirely break those. Also, a big dollop of foreshadowing when he says, I told you so.
I told you
Yeah.
so. All right, now we're at the hearing scene
This
where they
trial,
got
yeah.
Trying to
Who's
get this
that?
guy
Who's the
again.
guy? Who's
He was
this?
in the first one, right?
no, who's this? No, I don't think it was.
And we're about to-
Mahoney is the guy.
Maroney.
I thought he was.
Maroney.
We're about to get the second Ed Code of the Godfather.
Enter Aaron
Thought he was.
Eckhart
Godfather Part 2 callback here.
and Maggie Gyllenhaal. I don't know about Maggie. I mean, what else has she been in, this lady?
I don't really like her.
I kind of
She's
liked
alright.
Katie Holmes.
I would rather have
or-
Katie
or
Holmes
Katie
again, yeah.
Cruz or whatever the hell her name is. Play Batman's.
I would,
little childhood.
yeah. I just like consistency between
I wonder
actors
what
and
made-
characters
I wonder what
between
made her-
sequels and trilogies
yeah.
and stuff.
Because it was only a few years between
I
the
just
Batman
like it
Begins
better
and
that
this
way.
one.
Right, it's about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I don't know.
I don't
Katie
remember
Holmes should
there
have
was
been.
some
Yeah,
kind of
I-
conflict or something weird. I don't know why
Right.
she didn't come back, but
Okay, so they're talking about the mob structure here, and it's a trial in the courtroom. And like I said, as I'm going, he's going to identify the head of the mobsters, right?
trying to point him out.
And then he goes and says, "It was me." So if you recall the Godfather Part 2, the congressional hearings where they're trying to identify who is the head of the Corleone family.
Oh yeah.
And the guy says, "I have a sworn affidavit," and then it's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's true.
right?
That's
they're
right.
echoing that scene. See, he's just claiming.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah. I
said,
think I
the
remember that.
FBI
now.
said, "Make this
Riffing
paper
on
sign
it.
this." Michael Corleone did that. Michael Corleone did this.
So just
But it was all
his
lies.
gun
This-
just jams.
This witness, this
Silly.
witness guy.
And he's talking
well-
about a polymer gun, which
Carbon
I got a
fiber, 28 caliber, Chinese made. You know, the funny thing is, this was actually a Glock that they masked. They masked the back
Right.
end of the pistol of the grip,
Right.
and they added a phony, like a bulkier trigger
People are
guard.
clapping.
Yeah.
a bulkier trigger guard, and also they changed, I'm sure, the slide.
Because
But that was
it's-
actually a Glock. That thing would probably never ever jam in a court. room.
Why?
You couldn't even get it in because the whole point of the carbon fiber nonsense was supposed to get past a metal detector, but you can't make a gun without enough metal to get past a metal detector. At least not one that won't blow up in your hand.
Yeah,
That's why it didn't work.
Yeah, probably.
it's kind of funny.
Although, to be fair, I have seen polymer shells, casings.
So those would get in.
But they do have brass bits in the primer and the blasting cap, so they're not entirely polymer. So you never know. I mean, but there's no such thing as an entirely plastic gun or bullet yet.
Unless you are...
There will be.
No, unless you're... Oh, God, come on. I'm thinking of In the Line of Fire. John Malkovich. He developed...
But again, he had to stick the bullets in.
yeah.
They had brass case bullets, and he had to stick the bullets
Well,
in.
he put it
barely
in...
remember
He
that
put it
movie.
in the little... Remember those little rabbit's feet?
Right.
The rabbit's foot thing, keychain? He put him in there so it would go in the key tray outside of the metal detector.
Right.
So that's how he got in there.
And here they are talking about... More about the... they're doing
Money tracing,
Money
and
tracing,
the
politicking.
Dent's on his own side doing his things,
Right. They
and
don't
Gordon's
trust each-
doing his things. They don't trust each other.
Right. And then this is the problem of corruption. Like something that Ray Shogul
You-
highlighted in the first movie is that
What-
the city is so thoroughly corrupt they
Yeah.
infiltrated it from top to bottom.
That's why it's such a big problem in Gotham.
Right.
That's why nothing's
That's why it's
getting,
Gotham City.
nothing's
Right.
getting done. Is because everybody's too busy lining their pockets
Yeah.
instead of doing their jobs.
As I said in the first movie, you didn't take the taste, Gordon. People don't like it when you don't take the taste.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I'm no rat.
Right.
Exactly,
I do
yeah.
remember.
But he's
That's
like
in
one
Batman
of the
Begins.
few that is not subject to the corruption.
He's Batman.
He's Batman.
And that's the thing. That's where they're trying
Gordon's
to draw these
real
themes from.
Batman. He's out there showing his face, doing his job in
And
Gotham every
This
day.
theme, the limits of power, and then the corroding effect of dealing with such a terrible situation on a daily basis, especially on poor Harvey Dent.
Which is what they make Harvey Dent out to be, is the White Knight and
right.
the Dark Knight, and then he's the one, like what I just said, he's the one actually doing all the work, like risking
Right.
his face out there.
Right. But
He's
yeah.
a great Harvey Dent, though. I like him as that character. I
Aaron-
wish,
Aaron
dude,
Eckhart?
Aaron Eckhart's cool. Yeah, I wish
You know the funny thing?
he came back in the other movies as Two-Face. That would have been so sweet.
I swear to God.
the only other better.
Aaron Eckhart, who is playing Harvey Dent in the original Batman, wasn't there a guy named Eckhart?
Yeah, there's a crooked cop.
It was a
named-
crooked cop. It's just a funny. It was just, the name
it's
stood out.
coincidence. Yeah.
Oh,
It
really?
was like Eckhart. It was like
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
And then this guy- this
little
also popped
weasel.
up
This
in
little
comics.
weasel.
Yeah.
I would have thrown this little
Just
weasel
pop him on
accountant
his
out of the
head.
goddamn window.
But yeah, it's one of those things with having so many
So many people, what in your books?
so many
Yeah,
stories.
Lucius slipping up. He's the one that specifically told him to slip up.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
right there in
but
that
having
scene.
so many stories though to draw from. This is another theme that was in the comic books and also in the Batman animated series.
Yeah,
It's
the
the accountant,
identity and
tracks
all
the
that
money
stuff.
down.
Yeah,
You follow the money and you'll find the Batman because
it's got to be coming from somewhere.
I mean people say Batman doesn't have superpowers, but he does. He has the superpower of
His
money.
superpower is
He's-
unlimited wealth,
he's
which
got money,
he
yeah.
could then manufacture basically anything he wants, including
Right.
his bat suit, including his weapons, his
Get
utility belt
creative.
items, a
Right.
number of things.
That's why it's so fun.
The
Right.
guy, the tank that he drives around, his Batmobile.
Yeah.
Where he
Right.
built that from his $1 million,
Right.
research.
Well, that came
R&D
from his.
built it for
came
the-
his
for the
first-
Army.
Oh no! That was already there, but he said I want it in black. Right.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it
But it was
came
rich-
from the
And unlike Iron
his
Man,
development.
doesn't shy
part.
away from military defense contracts.
Unlike Iron Man, yeah.
Well, they're trying to. That's part of their money.
Yeah.
He's like Tony Stark.
And then but yeah, it just comes back to one of those recurring themes.
But
It's the limits
probably
of
not-
power and
In
the
this,
effects of power.
He doesn't really do that because he's Bruce Wayne.
And then
All right, so we're here now. Bruce is showing off the Russian ballet girl, whoever she
Right.
is, off
his
to.
latest trophy. And then
He's always trying to show off to Rachel.
Katie Holmes. I
Right.
mean Rachel.
Yeah, Katie Holmes version 2.0.
yeah.
I mean not Katie Holmes.
Not
This-
Katie Holmes version 2.1.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Donnie Darko. Shout out.
It's nice excuse.
She's in
for-
that. Was she? I can't
Yeah.
remember that movie. I mean,
Well,
it was like-
she played his brother, her sister, which she is.
right. But so she was in that. What else has she been in aside from these two movies? Does anyone know? Anyone listening? Can anyone tell us?
She has some good performances I've
Really?
heard of. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's just not like breakout Hollywood.
Right.
movie
Right.
star,
I'm sure
but
she has like
she's had a lot of
continuous,
productions.
Yeah.
work.
India work, stuff like Secretary, which no one's ever heard of.
She's alright in this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're having a nice discussion. They're nice. They're nicely. This is well done. This is like expository dialogue. Very
This is
well
a good
done.
scene, yeah.
they're laying out the situation and the politics and the
what the pros and cons of having a vigilante roam around the streets taking care of criminals
and the various positions that people take dealing with this vigilante, and then foreshadowing. Big dollop.
Oh, this is okay.
That's him.
Foreshadowing. They're like, what if Harvey Dent's the Batman or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't she put that? She puts a little paper.
She puts it in his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, fine, I'll be Batman. Funny.
But they're just talking about. Yeah, just
The Caped Crusader.
Talking about going above and beyond.
Above and beyond. Yeah. Transcending the limits of the law.
So
which is kind of what Batman is, but he has his own moral code.
Remind me, because I tried my
He's
best.
working with the cops.
I've tried my best to erase
The
Dark Knight Rises.
He leaves them typed up like Spider-Man on their doorstep.
Right.
I know that she's not in.
He's a friendly neighborhood Batman.
There is no like long love girl in his sights in Dark Knight Rises, right? Except for what's her name?
Catwoman.
The other girl.
No, not Anne Hathaway. The lady that like swindles him.
Oh yeah. Which in the comics and even cartoon shows done way better because they're like old buddies from his ninja days back in the day. Ra's al Ghul is like his daughter.
Oh, Talia.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got the mob meeting with the.
And they have
guy
they have a good
plane.
relationship.
Has he got an old school TV there? Or is
Yeah, that's like a
It's
tube
a
TV.
SDTV.
Wow. So,
2008.
I mean, no, they still had HDs back then.
That's when they were coming out.
No way, it came out in 2000.
HDs?
Yeah, flat screens, man. Come on.
Nah.
Yeah. I remember buying a flat screen
Yeah,
monitor in
2000.
2005, and I was behind the curve then.
Yeah, they came out in 2000, man. That's why this
Okay.
movie is so funny. It has like these ultra rich
Oh,
mob guys.
Another parallel.
Only 2008.
This is another parallel with The Godfather. It's the
I
The
mean,
meeting-
yeah, I had
the
one
meeting
in
of the
2005,
mobsters.
2006.
in The Godfather. They have a meeting of the mobsters, and Vito Corleone is hesitant to get into the drug trade because he says this thing will destroy us. The mobsters here are getting into a meeting discussing to hire the Joker.
Well, no, they're not discussing to hire the
Well,
Joker.
they are going to.
Well,
they're
they
discussing their
lead-
money.
They're discussing their
The
money.
Joker introduces himself to them.
Right, but they're discussing their survival strategy. And it turns out to be ultimately self-destructive because as a result of this meeting, they go with the Joker.
Well, this guy, because this guy gets caught
Right.
because
What
of the
guy?
Batman.
What guy? What guy?
Mr. Lau, the
Mr. Lau, yeah.
Yeah.
money launderer.
He's the smart one, actually, because he did his job well. He
Right.
took all their
Wait.
money and hid it because he knew they were coming for him.
He got smart until he got
Right.
caught
Again,
by
that
the
thorough
Batman.
corruption.
Yeah.
But see, look, they're all the parties concerned are in this meeting.
I like that part. I like how he introduces himself.
Right.
Enter the Joker. Ooh,
So this is where John Wick get the idea from, I guess.
Yeah, and the pistol. And then, and I remember this scene.
is that's the John Wick like background story? He once
Right.
killed 3 guys with a pencil.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Some of the
Yeah.
shots in
Oh,
this
shit,
scene
okay.
are different from the original trailer.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, it's just very few slight
Right.
differences in the scenes.
Hmm.
The shots, anyway.
Yeah. But see, this is the thing. Once this
And I
meeting
liked them
started,
better in the trailer.
and they go down this path with him, they seal their own fate. They don't even know it yet. Much as the same way the American mafia sealed its own fate when it went to the drugs trade.
The Joker's drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, your
He's-
balls, Robo. You can't
Yeah.
kill a Batman. What the hell are y'all doing? You got grenades.
Dude, they're too preoccupied making
Right.
millions.
But as I said, I think my cousin Mark put it best when he said this is pretty much it's the comic book story of like how Gotham went away from the mob and like got taken over by the crazies. You're watching this happen in process right now
Yeah.
as the mob is ineffectual to deal with, like crazy vigilantes, crazy criminals.
Batman did it.
And then so you don't have the mob anymore, but you're gonna have a bunch of psychos like this guy and then Two-Face running around. And then presumably more later.
It's free reign. They're like, oh, we're doing this now? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was like saying. I was like, oh, we're going now?
Yeah.
We're like, we can dress up and go shoot people at night? And it's like,
Yeah.
all right.
It's something gets set loose here. Or has been set loose.
On both sides.
Yeah. And then again, it's escalation.
And this guy, he knows. He's like, I'm a squealer.
Foreshadowing. Squealer.
Yep.
Heath
I'll
Ledger's,
turn this off now.
yeah, Heath Ledger's growling performance here is just really impressive.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
But then they're making a deal with the devil right here.
And I like
Yeah, that's actually a very good term for this scene.
I like the light green and light purple. Like they're not it's there, but it's not
It's subtle. It's not
subtle. It's not so overblown yet.
right.
Same thing with his makeup. It's kind of just like haphazard, all weird and messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good, it's good. Again, arguably one of the best Joker performances in the history of
Yeah,
the
man.
franchise. Yeah.
When you look up Joker, this is it. One of
Yeah.
them, one of the major ones.
Yeah, and this is where it just
And
demonstrates how bad
he's
shit
right.
he is. Yeah.
Just fucking shoot him.
Who? Who's right? We can't
That
see
guy.
who you're talking about. Who?
Black
The
Dynamite.
black dude?
Black Dynamite. Yeah, it is Black Dynamite. Yeah.
Wait, who's Black Dynamite?
Jay White, Michael J.
Also
White.
Spawn.
Yeah,
but-
Spawn. I swear.
Yeah.
That's why he's in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
At least I'm glad he got into a better combo.
Because
movie.
he's Spawn. Look at him.
Yeah, he's angry. But yeah,
He
Joker's-
is Spawn for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have just shot that dude.
Remember we walked out of that movie.
Shot who? Black Dynamite?
The if I was that mobster, Michael
See, but that's
J.
the thing. Joker's
Spawn.
taking advantage of the situation. He knows they're going
would've
in there
just shot that
unarmed
dude.
because the mobsters don't
Shot the
trust each other.
Joker?
Yeah.
But they're all unarmed because they don't trust each other. So they agree, okay, we'll meet here without
Oh,
bringing any
that's
guns.
okay. Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
Right.
Okay, yeah,
that's
true, right? Yeah.
Is that why they didn't have any weapons?
Yeah, because they're all trying to meet each other. you
It's
know?
a mutual meeting.
Is that what they said though? Did they say that in the movie?
It's kind of inferred.
See,
I
don't
buy that. I
don't
buy it. I buy it.
Yeah.
I buy it.
Cause
You
he
know,
does-
because back in the like, I think with reference to some of the old mafia movies, even The Godfather, they would always pat each other down to see if
Right.
they were wearing a
He does,
wire. They
like-
would hug
Right.
each other.
yeah.
He does the
And
same.
even I think even
in,
when they
like-
were meeting, even when Michael Corleone smoked the other mob boss, he
Right.
grabbed him by the you know what in his pants
yeah,
just before he went to the bathroom.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
assumed that these types of meetings, you go in a neutral ground, so to speak,
Right.
a neutral
And
like
unarmed, so
yeah,
you don't kill each
right.
other
Kind
then
of
and
like the
there.
John Wick, the general like
The
hotel.
Continental Hotel.
Right. Yeah. So I buy that.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I see that,
So-
Jay.
And that's why the
Javier.
Joker's holding all the cards there because he's got all the grenades. And they're unarmed. They're pretty much just holding their dicks in their hands.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
what I was gonna say is he does that circle shot a bunch in this movie where he circles all around everybody, and then like
Who's that? Christopher Nolan?
yeah, and he, like that. Oh, the scene's so intense. We all have to see it from the round view,
The
360 view.
the fisheye. Dude,
Yeah,
whatever it
you
is.
gotta like circle around the people. It's like, yeah, I mean, I get
Alright.
it's like an effective shot, but after watching this movie a bunch of times, I notice it more and
I
more.
swear, Morgan
Alright.
Freeman is walking in now with Bruce Wayne.
No,
Compared to the rest of the movie, there's like, oh, the scene. Okay, there's scene where it's an intense scene. All right, everybody's talking. All right, spin around them.
Right.
It's like, okay.
The emphasis of the dialogue, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I know.
it's-
I'm just being like,
It's
you know,
a
I'm
simple,
joking. Yeah,
effective
yeah.
trick, but I mean, I can see how
Right.
it's.
but it works, you know.
Dude, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, but
Morgan Freeman
it
has looked
just-
the same to me ever
It
since the first
becomes
time I saw him in
noticeable
any
more
movie.
every time I watch it.
Yeah.
So that in that way, it's not very
Now
good.
this- I do like this because they're talking about engineering trade-offs. They're talking about the armor's lighter, but it's also carbon fiber. But then it's broken up into plates instead of being solid units. See,
So, I mean,
trade-off.
You're
Engineering
just
trade-off.
you're just saying his dialogue before him.
Yeah, sorry, but I just like that they'll touch the game. They acknowledge real-world physics. I mean, because it's easy in a comic book movie to go off the rails. You know, when you have Superman
So-
flying around, Thor throwing his magic hammer.
we
you know.
just saw the scene where he like flings his little ninja
Right.
stars into the
He
wall
got
by
his
accident.
new
It's kinda
lighter
funny.
bat suit from
Yeah.
the guy where he said you got trade-offs where you're more
Right.
susceptible to knife
And I think it just
and
it's-
bullet shots,
Right,
but you can have more mobility and you can move your neck and everything.
right, and it should be all right against dogs.
And this guy's like, screw your date. That's my old girl. I'm gonna take all these girls to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he takes them to
my
some
cruise.
boating, some
Right.
cruise.
That's my alibi.
Love boat, billionaire absconds. What is absconds, Javier?
Make
What
off with.
Yeah,
take off with?
Make off with. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
make okay, absconds.
Yeah.
like heist or not
Fancy
heist, but
thief. Yeah,
yeah,
fancy
thief.
thieving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like gentleman thieving because he's rich. You know,
Not-
rich people
not-
don't steal;
well-
they abscond.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? And then this is great.
There's another word for it.
Yeah.
Why
Michael
would he
Caine.
say that? Is he joking?
Well, he's tired of being at their beck and call.
No, but
then
that's
you can
all
see
he does.
Goes back. He-
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is that a joke? I don't know.
It's a little bit though. It's just Michael Caine.
Is that his dry
sense of
humor? Yeah.
I think that's
Michael Caine, he had some old school movies that he was
Tired
in
of all
the
these
80s.
beautiful women.
Yeah. Well, he is an old man.
Started
Oh,
being-
you
started being tired.
But yeah, no. One of the
All right, guys.
Only
Enter-
Bruce.
enter scene.
I can only apply Bruce.
Bruce Wayne's
sunscreen.
enter scene where they just brought in
Yeah,
a phony dead
Bunch
Joker.
of thugs brought in.
We're about 30 minutes in here.
See,
FYI.
Spawn was right. He's like, put a hit out on this guy. Fucking
Right.
kill this dude. Take him out. He had the right idea, but
Except-
couldn't commit.
Oh,
or
and also,
couldn't connect.
this is the first mention of the scars.
Oh, right. He
Of
continues to
3
reference his
different
scars.
stories that he gives everybody.
Well, he's
throughout
just
the movie.
so delusional. He
Right.
probably
He
lost.
probably did it to himself.
I mean,
Well, that's the thing. That's the neat thing about it. He's got these choose your own adventure like pasts. So he keeps them with
Whichever
different-
one suits your fancy at your time.
Right, and I think that's adds to the character because he's not so easily explainable. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times they try to explain the origin of something or like explain this is why this is whatever. But he's just kind of in there and random.
Yeah, and it's a little overemphasis on the hey, I'm just crazy for crazy. Like,
right. Crazy for crazy.
Yeah,
stuff.
Right.
And it's like
he's like a force of nature, not even a person at this point. He's just,
No offense to all the crazies out there,
well, I mean, he's crazy, but
not.
he's
crazy with a mission.
He's the anti-Batman. He's the other side of the coin.
Right.
Of the Two-Face coin.
And they keep going back
Now,
to that theme.
the one thing that I don't like about the scene where Joker has a knife in Black Dynamite's mouth.
That's why they're perfect for each other.
But check this out. He like
Yeah, I don't get
does
this.
he slit his lip and the guy dies?
I think he
or
slit
does
his
he
throat.
stab him in the throat?
I think he slit his throat.
Yeah, but they should have.
Well, they got to get that.
You kind of have to
PG-13
guess.
Nah, you don't have to get that PG-13 rating.
Dude, you kind of have to guess. Like,
But,
okay, you just hear the sound
you
effect,
can
like,
get that
da-doom,
PG-13 rating.
and then the dude falls. I'm assuming he stabbed him in the neck and just, or slit his throat
Yeah,
or
I
something.
don't like if he cut his cheek, then he cut his cheek.
No,
I
but the
I
scene
sort of
right
am-
before they had the
I like
knife
this
in
where
his
he's like,
mouth.
dog it out.
Right, which is if someone had a knife.
Who's
going
gonna
to
be my next number 5?
Would you be? But I'm kind of thinking, like, cut the knife out of his cheek and then stabbed him with it.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish they would have shown just a little.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I'm gonna put my knife.
Or at least having
he's
the knife
like-
at the neck.
He's talking about
Right.
his scars, and he's like got his knife in his cheek, and then the next
Right.
scene we see
The
he
guy's
slices,
dead.
and then he's like,
Well, no,
down.
you don't even see him slice. You
Right.
see the guy
Again.
fall.
Yeah, yeah,
in
that's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
jerky movement.
tame, and also you can do Spawn like that. Like, what the hell?
Dude,
Yeah.
Spawn.
Spawn would not die from a knife from a cheek cut.
Yeah. So Michael J. White doesn't like clowns.
Funny.
And then this thing, I like the oh yeah, they're just negotiating. wheeling,
This is
dealing.
how real business is done. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
These are what our business meetings
Rooftop
are really like.
restaurant.
Oh, really? I fucking wasted your time for all this money? No, I wasted all your time for this fucking money.
Let's
It's
see
like,
who
oh,
wasted
really?
more
No,
time.
I think I have a little bit more money that I can waste than you, so I'm gonna fucking waste some more.
I can prove to you that we are more valuable
Yeah,
because I can
exactly.
waste more time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Here's a
That's
question.
exactly
though.
what this is.
Yeah, it's a,
Look, I got the
money
biggest
pissing
cock.
contest.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
biggest cock because I
It's
can
the
waste.
money
I can
pissing
blow more
contest.
dollars.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all. That's what these fucking business
Dude.
people do to each
Okay,
other.
why the hell does Morgan Freeman?
I mean,
the
that's what I'm
oldest
assuming.
bastard,
This is what. That's why it's. I got
Why
a good chuckle out of this.
right.
Why does Morgan Freeman whip out his phone? Why does he put it on silent? Why does he show his phone to Mr. Lau?
Because he's pissing on his money, dude.
No, it's actually important. They're going to show you in a couple seconds.
Well, no,
Oh, no,
I
he
know that he
confisca-
has 2 phones, but
he
he doesn't have to
confiscated-
show it.
No, he confiscated his phone.
No, he
Right.
didn't. It's right
yeah,
there.
he did. No,
He had
when they
2
came
phones.
in earlier, they took his phone. He's like,
Yeah,
"We
that's
d-
one right there. The
No, he's
Asian
like,
dude has the security
That's
guard.
the one they took. He's like, we don't allow phones in here. And
Right.
then when he
Right.
rings, and he's like, oh, I forgot I had it.
Yeah, but
And
it
then
has
he's
to
like,
be
we
out.
don't allow phones in here. And then he's like, I forgot I
Yeah,
had
but
it.
why would he even say I forgot I had it?
Well, no, he has to have the
Because
phone
it,
out.
it
There's a
beat
very important reason.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
They'll show you in a
for
second.
the thing. He just says
What this thing? Look, he's going to show you right now.
he set up the sonar.
The sonar. So you need to have.
Well,
a
he
clear-
didn't have it. He didn't have to have it out before.
Well, yeah. You need to have
Yeah,
it out
yeah.
when it rang. When it rang, there was a sonar pinging.
But also, it's a money pissing
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it like radio device.
Also,
okay. I
money
got
pissing
you.
contest.
Alright,
He's
alright,
like,
alright.
we don't allow phones. He's like, well, I have my phone right here.
another.
This
Yeah,
little
another.
one-upmanship.
yeah,
game they got going
exactly.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. It's
Yeah.
right here in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, in my head, it's that you need the sonar ping. You need a
All right,
clear
guys.
signal.
We're at
because
the
it is prototype.
scene where Batman is on on the rooftop ledge of some.
He's
What is this?
on
This is in Hong Kong or some
Next
crap?
door.
Hong
Yeah,
Kong,
yeah,
yeah.
Hong Kong.
Okay, so he's like, and by the way, I would just be like crapping myself right
Sweet
now.
view.
I mean, he's got no like.
See, this
ropes,
is
no
where you use the
nothing.
IMAX.
Right.
Sorry, I mean, not
Yeah.
to criticize Nolan too much, but that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
He's got a little sticky gun, You know, this little sticky gun reminds me of a Keltec Sub 2000. It kind of folds in half. This thing like breaks in half, and it's got like the
Right.
same little.
Yeah, same simple design.
Yeah, simple little design.
I mean,
But it's
look
not-
at the range on this thing, dude. Is he that good? I mean, he is Batman, but
Well, he is also firing down.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying, like-
I mean, and plus it's kind of hard to miss
and it's
a
really
building.
high,
I
and there's
mean,
like
it's
a lot of
it's
wind
hard-
at that high. At that height.
Someone's been watching Ocean's 13. Check it out. The phone goes off.
What
Magnetron knocks out the electronics.
Who's got a magnetron in their pocket?
is this Ocean's 13?
Everyone!
Is this Ocean's 13?
That happens in Ocean's 13. Yes.
Oh, before this movie, I mean.
Yeah, 2007, 1 year before.
Dude, funny. Al Pacino
Ooh-wee.
gets so pissed. He's like,
Yeah.
"Everyone, take their stuff out of their pockets right now."
Yeah.
Okay, who can tell me if they're speaking Cantonese or Mandarin?
They're
Or
in China.
you have no goddamn clue. Yeah, well, they speak both, Mr.
I know.
Mr. Funny
that's
Pants.
the joke.
Oh, haha.
Hee, ha, ha, ho, ha, ha.
So anyone know? No result. No resolution on that.
Yeah, no, you can pay me to know. I would have no clue.
That's why I said my joke.
Yeah. Yes. And now we have the English subtitles. Thank God.
Right.
And I like how everybody's like, power outage. Oh shit! Ready up.
Yeah.
Get your guns out. You know what's going. We know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're well trained professional security, but they're just no one's really equipped to deal with Batman.
I mean, Lau, how he had it made. He's like, they're not gonna get me. I'm in my home tower.
Yeah.
Batman's
And
like,
then-
nah, man. I got Russian ballet girls I can alibi with.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Now here's a neat thing. You think about this. He goes to Hong Kong, breaks into a building, and steals a guy. He's a straight up kidnapper. He's not
He's
even
the Batman.
He's a
He
kidnapper.
is the Dark Knight, Javier.
He doesn't have. I'm sure he does it in Gotham all the time.
Yeah, he's just kidnapping. So
Now he's
But-
international.
he's
He's worldwide phenomenon.
on Interpol's most wanted list at this point for doing this because that is a straight up kidnapping.
Dude, that'd be sweet if he was in like if he pulls off at least one major heist or criminal like takedown like every couple months all around the world to be like, where the fuck is Batman gonna be next?
Batman's international.
No one was saved. Like he's like a worldwide phenomenon, like outlaw, like rogue dude.
Instead of just sticking in
you-
Gotham City.
You're like sitting in California and you're like, shit, is Batman gonna come fuck me up right now?
Yeah. That could happen.
You never
That's
know.
true. You'd have
yeah.
to learn Batman in every language.
Well, I mean, now he is technically, according for this movie, he's like.
I wonder what
he's
Batman's name is
He's
in
in fucking
Cantonese.
Hong Kong now.
What do they call Batman in Cantonese? Does anybody know? Nobody knows.
And this, I love this because this
Oh,
is
the
in
little
the Photon extraction system. This is in Metal Gear Solid.
back to Metal Gear.
Metal Gear
But it is a
Solid.
real
Once
thing.
again, yeah.
Sidebar.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's a thing that happened in real life too.
Yeah. From what he said, this is old. And
The
then
CIA or something.
and they give you little details in the game too about it.
Yeah.
How they did use it for what he said. They're like extractions in the 60s, blah blah blah.
Really?
Yeah, the little balloon thing picks you up.
Yeah. They had the South Korean smugglers that said to fly under the radar.
Yeah, that's cool. Look, they show him getting in the plane too.
Yeah, so he's
Nice.
got his own
That's a
plane.
good shot.
just-
That's IMAX shot right there.
Mm. And then they have
Back to
Lau here
widescreen.
in the corner.
Back to widescreen.
Please
Lau.
deliver to Lieutenant Gordon. Oh yeah, you're right.
He's
It was
just,
Lieutenant Gordon.
he's just a little drunk. Friendly
Right.
neighborhood Batman.
Spider-Man. Johnny Walker.
That's
Keep
what-
drinking that Johnny Walker.
That's
and
what
get it right.
Spider-Man does. He wraps him up for the cops and leaves him around.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. This scene is so cheesy with Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's like, she's like a little, she's like a little know-it-all. Like,
Is that what she
shut
is?
up. Yeah.
Well, it's part of the act she has to
I like her
play to
best.
try to
I
get
know, I know.
cooperation from the prisoner or
I know she has a. Yeah, I know.
incarcerated
She's
person.
got a pantsuit. I listen to her.
Oh please. So yeah,
That's
so she's
funny.
gonna get the details out of
So,
Lau.
It's Gotham Law and Order right now, I guess.
Oh yeah, Gotham City Law and Order.
Yeah.
Look at his lawyer.
His lawyer's like,
Look at his lawyer. Look.
Hold
Oh,
on, I only see Lau's face right now in the movie.
He's talking about how he took care of their money.
I'm
And then the
smarter
Rico
than
Act.
you.
All one big pool, all one big pot.
Yeah.
He's like, you
Just-
just fucked yourself. I mean, she's like, you just fucked yourself.
Yeah.
She's like, well, no, she doesn't know yet because Harvey Dent.
Well, they're
Pings her on the
coming to
Rico
the same
cage.
conclusion.
No. Harvey
listen.
Dent's talking.
Yeah,
Harvey
he-
Dent tells her she's not smart enough to
They
figure
came
it out.
to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
Mr. Lau.
Pantsuit.
Yeah, his
The
lawyer does not look
lawyer's
happy.
like,
He's like,
he's like, get me out of this. I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah, his lawyer should be like, my client's not going to talk just a moment, just
right?
yet.
Yeah, he should be. The client should never talk. The lawyer should be the one talking with her.
they know what's going on. That's why he's talking.
Mm.
Right. So, but you would think. Oh, yeah, but. Oh, yeah, they're talking about where to
Look,
put Lau now.
talking shit about Gordon right here. He's right though.
Right.
What? What do you mean?
They don't
That's
trust
his-
each other
that's
yet.
a big
Both
part
of them
of
don't
what-
trust each
Oh,
other.
there's banter between Gordon and Harvey Dent. That
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
back to their IA days, the internal affairs days,
That's
right?
what they say. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there, he right then he was talking. He's like, "We're not. Well, are you gonna bring him here?" And he's like, "This is my spot." And he's like, "Well,
Right.
is it?" And he's right though, and that's a big factor of what comes into play later in the movie.
Right.
All right, we're at the
that point.
scene-
This exact point.
We're at the scene where they're all eating their steak lunches, and Gordon goes, "Our boy looks
Ooh.
good on the tube." Can anyone tell me what the hell a tube is?
It's
Tube TV.
slang for television.
A what?
It's old slang for television.
Yeah, I mean that's like 1960s.
Nah, man,
term, right?
they're in a bar, dude. There's tube TV.
No, but
Alright.
you don't call a tube TV the tube. We never called it
2000
tubes, even
in
when
2008 you did when you're an old man.
when you're an old man. Yeah, okay, fine.
It was just
when you're an old bastard and you were born when like
Joker card just popped up.
when the
And
And
judges.
she's like, "This doesn't mean anything."
Well, it doesn't yet. It really doesn't mean anything yet.
well, she
to
doesn't
her,
know
yeah.
who the
Yeah,
Joker
yeah, yeah.
is.
But it
That's
will mean something soon.
That's him laughing.
Here's the stenographer, like,
Right. Now, here's an important bit of foreshadowing.
who? This guy's eyewear makeup.
The
like,
mayor tells everybody, hold on.
this guy has eyeshadow on. I swear to God, this little.
Oh, of course he does. Look at him.
What's wrong with him?
Smoke.
He's the guy in the Tick, man.
Yeah, he is.
What do you mean? Is he?
He's
What, who
the-
is he?
I don't remember his name. Jimmy, who is he? Help me out.
Batman will.
Batman. Well,
What?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh,
Yeah,
no.
it is.
Hold on. The Tick, the cartoon or the movie?
The old TV show.
he's Batman. Well, dude, Batman Wells and Batman. I
And-
totally
and-
forgot about that.
Wait,
says
I don't
yes.
get it. I
I'm
know the
glad-
Tick, the movie,
I'm
the
glad-
show, the Tick.
I'm glad I remembered that.
There was
he
even a
in the
movie,
Tick.
right?
He's
No.
from the show. He's from the show.
There's,
Yeah.
there's actually been 2 live action Tick shows. One from the,
He's from the first one.
Yeah, he's from the
and
first one.
Fox in like early 2000s or
Yeah.
something.
and he's telling them they're coming after you.
What I was
can't look at
I was
this
agreeing
guy.
with
His
you on the
goddamn
eyeshadow.
eye makeup. I'm like, yo, fool.
He's Batman. Well, dude, what do
You
you
might
think he's
want to
gonna do?
like clean up from his clubbing, whatever the
Right.
fuck he was doing last night. You know, Jesus Christ.
He's
Like,
the mayor.
he's like,
If they get
I'm a mayor by day.
these
I'm a
criminals go on the street.
God only knows by night.
Yes, Joker doing the
So,
good work.
Doll before shadowing, and then the Joker's just declared war.
Nah, well,
Joker
he's
is
like, look, I
now-
caught one of your fake Batmans. Here you go.
Right.
Take that, mayor.
But
I'm the
again,
Joker.
It's the theme of the escalation and the development of this conflict is like crazy versus crazy, and it's Joker's out crazying everybody right now.
Yeah,
He was one that just
he knew. He
Yeah.
knows. Look,
Will the real Batman please stand up?
some shady
Please
reference.
stand up.
Yeah, Slim Shady.
Please stand up.
Kinda
Which is
funny.
very kind of. It's very. I don't know how I feel about that in this movie.
Okay, another Fox Paz. Is that how you say it, Javier?
Is the
Faux pas.
Joker
Another
listening to Eminem?
another faux pas in the
Is
movie.
the Joker listening to Eminem at this point in time in the
I think
movie?
well, Eminem was already nobody at this point, but
No, he wasn't. It's
another
early
faux pas.
2000s,
Here
dude.
we're at early 2008. Okay, we're
Dude,
now
Eminem
at the
is from
scene.
the early 2000s.
And look,
At
they
the
have a regular
scene-
TV, not a tube TV. They have a regular widescreen.
Bruce Wayne is watching Joker's message to Bruce Wayne to
A snuff
unmask
film.
himself, right? Yeah, snuff film.
So apparently this was
Um,
directed by Heath Ledger.
Yeah. So,
the scene itself.
Yeah, the
Where he's
little-
recording.
so-
I mean, he is a cameraman.
Yeah.
dude, Bruce Wayne's
But I like his scary voice. Is
Bruce-
is very scary.
Bruce Wayne's Fox Paz or faux pas is his
Where he yells
arm
at him?
shirt. No,
It's
his
creepy.
arm shirt. Look at the sleeve length on his dress shirt.
Snuff film. What?
Oh, it should be
Look
just
at
a
that.
tad longer, right?
It's way too long. It's like, dude, who,
Oh, hold on. I
who
didn't
put
know.
in that?
I didn't notice. Hold on.
Whoever like did the dressing robe or whatever for
You
this
think
one
so?
scene. Yeah, look at it. Hold on.
So if
He's
you,
wearing like his dad's shirt.
Is
he might be.
You'll see it when it pans out.
I always understood
You never measured up to your old man.
the
you
cuff-
bastard.
the cuff was supposed to go down to the thumb.
Well, no, but look how baggy. The thumb knuckle. At the most, not even. Good rule of thumb for anyone else. The cuff should be 3.75 inches
I didn't see it.
above the end of your thumb.
He's
Right.
Bruce
you go.
Wayne, man.
There's your tip. There's your fashion tip for the day.
Haberdashery.
I learned
advice.
that from weaving in the mountains of Colombia as a young boy
Okay.
when we made our shirts for Armani Exchange.
Made him too long.
Yeah, just couldn't get those American measurements.
I was
right.
actually pistol whipped when I made it just a quarter inch too long. So I did get a very stern lesson that,
That's terrible.
again,
Shouldn't
three-
joke about that.
3.75 inches from the end of your thumb. That's where the
Right.
cuff should meet.
But
All right.
people have varying slave links.
Slave.
Oh,
links.
Alfred,
Yes.
and your Bruce Wayne.
Okay, we're at the
jokes
scene now. Mr. Bruce.
about him being an ex-boyfriend.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bruce shows up in a helicopter, in the chopper. Shows up in the chopper with like
Get to the
3
chopper?
models. Yeah.
This was his 3
And again,
girls from the ballet.
another, just emphasis, another ploy to show off
Right.
in front of Rachel. Kind of funny.
But again, you look at this. It's just like Batman feeling Harvey out right here by putting on the Playboy act, which he always does so convincingly.
No, this is him coming over to Harvey.
Right, but he's also
Well, he throws the fundraiser and he's like
Like
making fun
how-
of him and then throwing money at him too. He's like,
he's
okay.
feeling
No.
him out. He wants to see how he reacts and how he acts.
No, but at the same time, he's already agreed because
Well,
I
throw-
believe what he says later on when he's like, "I was serious out there," and like I do believe that he already came around to him.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
He's just telling Rachel Dawes that to like blow smoke up her pipe. He tells Rachel Dawes, "I really believe."
Look at him; he's acting.
No, he really is acting.
He's acting.
He's acting on his
No,
acting.
he's look at
It's
his eyes; they're glistening.
That's it's
With
hard,
That's just Christian Bale, always.
it's a hard thing for an actor
They're
to pull off
glistening with
act like
truth.
they're acting.
I think they're actually falling in love on
That's a
set.
good speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh my god, I
Oh.
can't believe I said that shit.
Did you
So now
he did throughout the wine.
I'm
yeah.
gonna
He
call her
tosses
Rachel
champagne, right?
Dogs because she reminds me of a dog, a little puppy dog. So Rachel Dogs.
No,
is
that's
now,
terrible. Don't say that.
Okay, fine. Rachel Paws is going out and scolding Bruce Wayne for
Rachel Dawes.
for
being
for
Batman.
teasing her man.
He wasn't though. I believe him here. He's not. He's
No.
he's serious.
I think it's like with anything Batman. It's a little bit of both. He's feeling them out, feeling out his donors, putting on an act. He's trying to do like 5 things at once with that particular performance.
Playing all the plays.
Yeah.
I have
He's
one.
Batman. He's
I have
known
one
for that.
question for Batman. Why Maggie Gyllenhaal?
And he's like 2 seconds later. He's like,
Let's talk to the
can I have my
casting director
girlfriend
about
back?
that.
It's like, dude, they were talking for like 2 seconds.
I know. Like, can I talk to my childhood friend, please?
Then
Okay, we're at the
He
scene
knows
now
something's up.
where Gordon is walking with
Right,
the crooked
dude.
cop lady. Is it
Yeah.
known that she's a crooked cop at this
Yeah,
point?
man.
can
There's
tell.
a great
Foreshadowing.
animated.
her face is in shadow.
Oh,
What?
Her face is in shadow.
Wait, is that? I thought
Is this
foreshadowing
her introduction?
No, she's been since the first scene. I thought.
Okay, so that's different.
Is foreshadowing based off dialogue or based off the scene?
Characters'
Both.
actions.
It's how you
Oh,
present it on
really?
the screen. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
In order to indicate something might happen in the future.
Little knowledge drop. Thank you, Javier. Thank
No,
you.
there's a
My pleasure.
great animated. I think it was what was it called?
What?
Which animated what?
The,
Are you talking
Come on, man. Stop. Put your drink down. Talk to the people.
specific episodes of the animated series, or just
no,
a
no,
standalone
no, no. It
movie?
was a bunch of shorts that came out in between these movies.
A bunch of shorts.
Batman animated shorts that came out.
the Annabelle Matrix.
I'll find it. Yeah, it was very much like the Animatrix.
Dude.
But one of the stories
Was about her.
applied to these characters and her being tied to the mob and why. And it does tie into
oh,
these.
the crooked cop.
It
Yeah.
ties into
Really?
this movie
Okay.
specifically
All right.
Right.
and explains her actions and how she actually is tied to the crooked side of the cops, and she
Right.
does do some things in her. He's like,
Huh.
"Who's the driver?" Later, like when Harvey Dent's like, "Who's driving
Really?
Rachel? Who was driving?" Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And that's a good part of the one of the animated
Dude.
shorts directly
Now-
tied to this movie. So I thought that was cool. Her character specifically.
So now we're at the scene where Harvey Dent is talking to Rachel Dawes in between a scene where the judge gets blown up
Right.
and the other dude is like drinking his poisonous wine or whatever it is.
And then, yeah, they didn't miss it. I guess we kind of skipped over the line. We're like,
Now-
look at this, the hero with the face or whatever. Like,
What's the
Harvey
foreshadowing here, Javier, where Rachel Dawes is like half her face is gone? I don't know if that's a light or
It's
that's
called
just her.
Batman Gotham Knight.
it's just a bit of chiaroscuro for you, which is a technique of casting characters in light and deep shadow.
A collection of key events mark Bruce Wayne's life as he journeys to the beginning of the Dark Knight.
Well, what is that? What are you reading?
Batman Gotham Knight is an animated
Yeah.
collection of shorts.
That's where they show the cop.
That's where they show the cop,
girl
yeah.
being crooked. Okay,
The conflict. And then this
Like
is
her, it just expands on her character.
dude, I
he's
swear.
doing this for his own good.
I really wish they
Damn,
would
you
have
blown
put,
up.
They
Yep.
would have put Katie Holmes in the
Casino
Yeah.
vibes.
Rachel Dawes role.
Yeah.
It's a nod to Casino.
Poison. Yeah. And then all these things are happening at once. So
Oh.
suddenly everyone's blown
Because
up.
of the cards.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
Casino.
joking
Well, he
around.
gets out.
I'm just joking around. I like how he almost catches the drink
Right.
acid
He's-
part. Gordon's right there, man. He almost got it.
Yeah.
Okay, enter Joker and
There's
Mob
assorted
Squad.
thugs, Yeah.
Yeah, into crashing the fundraising party now.
All right.
And I like the later on they develop.
Now you see that shoddy
part
that he
where-
has. Does he pick up that shoddy from the mob boss? I think
Yep,
he does.
did. It's the same sawed-off shotgun. Yeah.
He took it,
Okay,
right?
you know the funny thing is, I thought that was a Mossberg Shockwave.
No,
but-
it was a 700, right?
Well, here, let me. I
Oh
took
no,
some notes
you
down
notice
here.
the parallels here.
Well,
he comes
per-
in. He
Doesn't matter.
he makes an entrance
It
to the party.
matters. He's waving around at everybody.
He
Per
makes an
IMDb.
entrance. He tosses the champagne, and then he goes for Rachel.
So the thing is not a Mossberg 500. I'm sorry, the thing's not a Mossberg
What does that
Shockwave.
mean?
It's a
It's a parallel between Bruce Wayne's entrance and
the
Joker's
shoddy.
entrance.
What?
Guys, the shoddy here is a Remington 870 short-barreled shotgun, which he
Nice.
pulled off the mob bank guy in the very first scene.
In the very
Right.
beginning, yeah. That's
So
what I
he
mean. It's the
uses
same
it-
shotgun.
He
He uses it throughout the whole
He
movie.
uses it throughout the film. He
He
uses
likes
it
it,
to off the cop
Because
when
he
he's
knows how
hiding in the-
awesome that bank guy was with the
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yeah.
He's like, he has the right idea. I'm taking this.
Yeah.
Funny.
And apparently this is some political figure.
What, this old bastard here?
Yeah.
He's like, we're not a.
Apparently he's
threatened by
been in
thugs."
another Batman movie. I have to
Oh,
look that
really?
up.
The
Yeah.
old guy?
Yeah.
This guy?
Right. And then
Movie
here-
trivia.
Yeah.
Now,
facts first.
this is how you know the Joker is out of his mind.
Know your facts
because
first.
he's like,
Your Batman voice.
Know your bat facts.
Know your bad facts.
this is how you know
Everybody
Joker's
do a Batman
crazy.
voice.
Because he says you are beautiful.
Oh, what I was saying earlier is, okay, a circle shot again here. And then what I was saying earlier, he recruits like mentally unstable people, like easily.
They talk about it. Yeah, he gets people who were in Arkham, and he either busts them out or picks them up.
And they're like, crazy guy? Okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah, like attracts like. And here it is, Scar Story number 2. It's coming up.
And like behind the scenes video, like I guess making of, all the actors talk about how crazy it was in the scene, specifically for in the penthouse scene here with Heath Ledger, and how intense it was with him as acting.
Oh,
and
really?
Michael Caine,
was it a thing?
Michael Caine hasn't really, McCain hasn't seen him act as a Joker as much, but in this scene he does, and it was like,
it kind of freaked him out a little bit. It takes a lot to rattle Michael Caine. Or is that Sir Michael Caine? I believe it is.
Sir Michael.
Is it really?
Caine.
If I'm not mistaken, he wasn't Eddie.
Jay, did that?
Really?
Javier, did that ice cube flip out into its own little cup into the glass?
What?
It like jumped out of the little of our what the hell is this thing?
Is it feeding itself?
It was my Happy Gilmore moment. Go to your home.
It's
Go to
kind
your
of
home.
hilarious.
I missed it. Damn
Dude,
it.
that's funny.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Look, she got him in the balls. That's good.
Did she kick him? Did she hit him in the balls?
she kneed him.
Really? Dude, that's not fair.
And
He's
then-
only the Joker.
What do you mean? It's completely fair for the Joker.
right.
Okay, now Batman is beating up all the thugs.
And
Crashes his own party.
he is just recruiting like crappy thugs. So that's why look, that guy doesn't even want to go fight him. He forced him. He threw him at Batman.
Oh, check this out. I love this boot knife. This thing is so
Yeah.
badass. I need to get one of these actually.
Yeah, it'd be good to have.
I gotta like order it on Amazon.
Broke that dude's arm.
Joker's
Heard the crunch.
got a nice pair of stilettos.
Okay, here we go. Now I think
See, now this
He's
is
got a
pair of-
revolver.
This is where he where Joker figures Batman out real quick.
Yeah, he does.
yeah, he played him. He played him real fast.
I don't think he was trying to, but he just figured it out.
Well, he's that kind of crazy.
He was
and
playing.
also,
He's
he's not
playing for
stupid.
Harvey, but then he got Batman
Yeah.
and Bruce Wayne at the same time.
But if you notice the parallel, Batman's holding Lau hostage against a window before jumping out. Joker's
Oh,
holding
yeah.
Rachel hostage against a window before tossing her out. They're echoes
Sure.
of each other. And that they keep drawing that parallel in the movie every time. You'll see them. They're
Oh yeah.
They're
They're
they're-
other sides of the coin. That's what I
Yeah.
said earlier.
yeah.
But I mean, that's what Joker's always been. I don't
Right.
like how he. Why didn't he use his classic little hook? Even the first Batman movie did that from '89,
What? Where he hooks onto her
where he
leg?
just shoots his hook and then he swings, so they don't fall down in a weird. I guess he used his cape to break the fall all the way down. They landed. They
They
landed,
landed
fucking
pretty
20
hard.
stories
Yeah,
high
I know.
Right.
More than that, I
on the
think.
top of a car, and then he's like, "Oh, I broke your fall. Don't worry about it." And
Well, he's
it's
got
like-
the little bat cape. He's got his little, or his little.
That's what I'm
bat cape.
saying.
His
They
bat cape.
kind of showed it float, but that was like from like a couple stories up.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That was a little weird.
But they got
All right, guys.
Just use your hook. Why not use the hook? I don't
They're
understand.
at the scene where they want to put body armor on Lau, and he's like, "You can't protect me." Blah blah blah
Right.
blah. Okay, let's get into some revenues here, guys. Going back to the original
What?
Batman, 1989 revenues.
Is now the time?
Yeah, why not? Unless you have to talk about the scene.
Well, they are talking about the psychology of the Joker, I believe.
All right, all
And
right.
this is
Talk about
actually-
psychology, then I'll go into revenues.
Did he already do the rock bit?
He
Guys,
says right here, they
This
turned
is
to a
it.
man they didn't
This
fully
is them.
understand.
Yeah, this is it.
What
listen,
rock bit?
Listen to Michael King, Alfred. He's telling you. I
Right.
keep calling him Kang, but it's Kane.
Michael Caine.
King?
Kang.
All right,
And
well,
he says he there's a
Someone
Even
better
Batman
still
doesn't
fully
know until
understand.
Alfred tells him. Listen,
He was
Well,
in Burma. It's in them of the British Empire.
the guy stealing the diamonds and just like throwing them
Right.
away for no reason.
Right.
yes, and the significance of me listening to this podcast at this point is what he's listening to about
Well,
what
he's
a
explaining
jungle
how
dude.
how the Joker is a force of nature. He's not
It sums it up quite
driven.
well.
He's not driven by like normal motives. He's not just a thug. He's not a gangster.
He doesn't want money.
He's not.
He doesn't
driven
want
by
fame.
wealth.
He doesn't want power.
Right.
He just wants the
He's-
world to
he's-
know that you
he's
can turn
literally
it
a-
upside down if you need to.
He's literally a force of chaos for its own sake.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He's a
all right.
tornado.
You guys convinced me. I'll stay tuned. I'll stay on.
Just want to watch the world burn.
That's why it's a key scene and a
Yeah.
key dialogue.
Right.
And also the background, the right screen, green screen's going crazy over there.
yeah.
If anybody notices that.
You also notice, if you could tell by looking at the video screens, he's trying to run facial recognition software on him.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, just pointing out, just like Batman's coming up against the limits of himself. He's like fighting.
Even Alfred's like, you don't even know what this guy's about until he just laid the shit on him.
It's too late. Oh, I love this scene where the Batman's on the edge of this building here, and you just see nothing but fog and darkness, and then the city lights.
Yeah,
this is a good scene.
I believe this was filmed mostly around Chicago. Yeah.
I think the first scene where they're jumping from building A to building B is in Chicago. I think you're right.
And then,
but yeah, Joker's chaos. Batman's his own type of order.
Right, and they're
okay. So Batman shows up at the crime scene,
and poor Harvey Dent's actually caught in the middle of it. If you think about it, he's emblematic of being caught in the middle between order and chaos.
Doing the right man's job, doing the real man's job is just like hanging out, trying to like. Gordon's the real Batman, going out there, just
the real
doing
hero.
as hard as you can. Against the mob, against the corruption, against the fucking crazies.
But as the end of the movie points out, even he's not immune to the corruption when it suits his own ends.
Who?
So, guys, what scene are we at here? No, we're at where
the Joker. Gordon doesn't get corrupted.
He does at the end of the movie.
For what?
They're at the 56-minute mark, and Batman's tearing up the crime scene. He's extracting this is a bit of like sci-fi hocus pocus, I believe.
Where he's doing the Mythbusters like rebuild of what the caliber round was that was in
not just the caliber, but the round and the fingerprint.
They just showed you how it was done right there. The close up on Alfred putting the gun in the clip.
Dude, look at this minigun. This minigun. I need to get one of these just
he
for
put
like
the
my
bullet in
bedroom.
the clip and then applied it into the gun.
And then magic.
And then his fingerprint was directly on it. I saw Michael Caine do it.
Well, what I don't get is the fingerprint would have been burned off as the bullet exited the barrel because there's a high temperature explosion going off in there.
That's
but he's Batman.
Pretty true. Wait, is that what the whole point of this exercise is? Is to
he
reconfigures
the bullet,
the fingerprint,
and then extracts the fingerprint from the
I might be able to buy.
So the fingerprint leads him to what though? Who's
one of the crooked cops who put the round in the chamber.
Yeah. Whoever fired the bullet. Yeah. So whoever shot the cops. I mean, whoever shot those two dent people.
But they never show that. They never find the cop, right?
No, they do. That right now. He's about to figure it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, and
then this guy figures out who Batman is.
He's like, yeah, you didn't think I'd see
Lucius
your baby
is
out
like,
there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Lucius Fox is like, let me get this straight.
But
you want to blackmail your client?
He's right, though. He knows and I like how it does come in later, play in the movie, because he's like, I still have this information. And I'm gonna do it, and it fucking hits him right. Yeah, it's like the best way.
Yeah.
I want $10 million, not just $10 million. He wants $10 million a year
for the rest of my life. Which is not much. It's not a lot.
Well, not for Bruce Wayne. I would have popped this little bastard right between his little eyes, right there.
He's Robin.
Right there. Robin. He's a disloyal. He's Robin. Yeah.
You make me Robin, or I'm gonna tell you everybody you're Batman.
Dude, seriously, I would have just knocked. I would have been like, "Hey, Wayne, that kid. Here's his address tonight."
He's like,
done.
Batman's gonna fuck you up, dude. Do you not know that?
Dude, I would have buried him in the Batcave in a wall of cement.
Batman doesn't kill
while he's still breathing.
Most of the point of this movie is Batman won't kill.
And it's
Wait a second.
I'll be like, hey,
he doesn't kill at all in this movie.
I can name at least 3 spots where he kills people in this movie.
Well, let's look for it. But he doesn't actually.
Okay, at least one. I know one.
Did he kill somebody?
He killed the dude.
This is moral code. You don't.
What?
No. Contrast with the Joker. The Joker,
it's the same.
Everybody.
He's like, he was in a crash. I'm sure he survived because we saw it off screen. And his willy-nilliness with blowing up cars that are in his way in traffic.
Oh,
sure,
true,
they're all parked.
True. He does run over
not
stuff. Not
only do they specifically show that 2 kids are sitting in a parked car right in front of him, but he plows through them in 2 seconds.
No, he drove past them.
Exactly. So what? Who's to say there's not other 2 kids hanging out in another parked car? Two spaces down the way.
They don't show those kids
for a later point. A later point.
They don't show them, so you can't presume they exist or not.
Yeah,
I mean,
Johnny Walker.
Russell's Teapot Kids. I mean,
around the same time where he actually does kill somebody, or has regardless, or
he's getting the print.
He doesn't care.
Whose print does he find?
The print of the person who put the cartridge in the gun.
Who
killed the cop?
That killed. So presumably one of the Joker's henchmen or a crooked cop.
Weren't you watching the movie?
Dude, I was drinking like I am now.
Oh, yeah.
So can you
so the Joker killed the other 2 Harvey Dents that were in the city, Patrick Dent and some other Harvey or something.
Okay.
That had the same name.
Right.
And so he killed them because they're trying to kill Harvey Dent. And so whoever shot them is who he's about to find out now.
Right.
And they left the newspaper and that showed that the mayor is the next target.
So the Joker, like, despite his claims to the contrary,
He's playing games with everybody,
he's
too.
playing like some crazy.
He's playing games with me. I'm trying to keep up here.
He's playing the ultimate game because he's like, I wanted to be caught. You caught me. I did all this. I did that. Blah, blah.
Playing 4D chess here.
Yeah.
Everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
He's like, oh, I caught you. You caught me. It's like, dude, I caught you like 50 spaces ago.
Checkmate. Before the game started.
Check and mate.
Until Batman,
this game,
the literal Dark Knight of the chessboard comes in.
Yeah. And I don't even know how I set up the timing on this.
Who's the Joker on the chessboard? Who's he?
Joker is the king.
The bishop?
No. On
Who
a
is
chessboard?
He's a rook?
The Joker is the king.
He's a pawn.
He's the polar opposite of what would be King Batman.
No, Batman's a knight.
What?
He's a Dark Knight. However, I will believe...
I'm just trying to be funny on the chessboard.
Chess analogy.
I play chess. I play chess.
Oh, do you?
You can tell by my pronunciation.
Are you sure?
Minecraft reference?
You can tell.
Do you play chess or chess?
Both.
Anyway, so that's the honor guard. Those are cops that are tied up.
So did one of these assholes...
No, these are the guys that are supposed to be firing their honor rifles. Yeah. The honor shots, yeah.
The salute.
Who just got killed?
So little Mr. Bruce Wayne is going to be like Curiosity Killed the Cat, and he looks through the little lens, but at the same time...
Oh, it was the old commissioner that Gordon can save.
Right.
The little
So all these guys are crazies.
Right.
That
They're the Joker's thugs.
All of those guys?
All those riflemen right there.
Oh, right. I thought it was just that one dude that they focused on.
No,
the Joker
it was all of
and
them.
like, okay.
That's why there's like 5 dudes in a room.
All of them are wrapped up in that room. Okay.
Yeah. Boop. They all turn.
Oh.
And if you know, the shade going up was there to distract the snipers because they went to look for the open shade.
Yeah. On the timer, which he knew Batman would be.
Very clever, Mr.
And they only
Joker.
caught one of them.
Right.
Very clever.
Everyone else got away.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger is
Everybody scattered in the gunfire.
Genius.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's like weird... Who's this cop guy?
Gordon took the shot for the mayor.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks.
There's about to be a riot breaking out, looks like.
Aaron Eckhart's like,
That's not... Oh,
get out of here, girl. I gotta take care of business.
It's so funny. You hear the shots in the background, but he's still walking. He's like, let me
He's
get
like,
to this
what?
guy.
He's like, who the fuck is doing this? I need to get answers.
Demonstrates how
he's
not
tired.
phased
Yeah,
by it.
this is great. I love this because it shows his
turn,
other
like he
side.
turns. Yeah. That's actually very cool.
He's like fed up, dude. Especially when you mess with his girl. He's like, nah, fuck this.
Rachel Dogs on the name tag.
He's like, I'm taking you out, buddy.
Dolls.
Oh yes,
Joker.
she reminds me of a little dog. So I'm sorry, I just can't.
Droopy?
Droopy.
That's so mean.
Oh come on.
Shout out to
To
what the hell is her name? Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, you didn't even know her goddamn name. That's how
I was gonna say Rachel Dawes.
Right.
But that's not right.
It's not pronounced Dawes. It's Dogs.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, Donnie Darko. Shout out.
Yeah.
All right, so now
don't worry, Maggie. 2 out of 3 people in the room like you.
2 out of 3 like her.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going against me too, Javier. Fine.
Against you. There's no against.
This is all against me. The world is against me.
Are you the Joker?
No.
Look, he watches. Watch the pain.
Batman is watching the wife cry, thinking Commish Gordon
He needs the
died.
pain as ammunition for.
He's like, yes, this
for
is
a
what I like
fight.
to watch. And then you got this weird cop drinking beer on the job.
No, there's multiple cops drinking.
Dude, this is my favorite scene.
It's a pour one out.
Right here.
We saw in the
This guy's showing in the club.
This guy, this is me in like 10 years.
What makes you
What
think I want to
makes you think I want to hear you talk? Yeah, I swear to God.
I like that he's like watching some random like DJ.
Yeah.
Dude,
some like mob dude.
That's me. I
chilling in the
swear to
club.
God, it's going to be me.
Yeah. I love how fucking blasé he is throughout the whole
It's
movie.
so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, hey, he just snaps his fingers.
the whole
hey,
movie. He's just like,
hey, guards. Take,
He's like-
take out the Batman. I don't
Harvey
give a
Dent's like just caught the dude that tried to shoot him. He's like, whatever.
shit. He's like,
He's the best.
yeah, I'm telling you, that's me.
cool as a cucumber.
He just sits there the whole time. Look,
Yeah.
he stands up to Batman. Yes.
Okay, back to Rachel Dawes now, checking her little phone. Harvey, where are you?
Yeah, we're about a minute and 5 minutes in. An hour and 5 minutes in here.
1 minute and 5 minutes in?
An hour and 5 minutes in.
Johnny Walker, no coughing. If you want to cough. Johnny Walker, if you want to
Johnny
cough, do it
Walker.
on Rachel Dawes' face when she appears on the screen.
Joker.
Okay.
I named you next, and then
There she is.
talking about trust issues. That's another issue.
He's like, look, everybody's in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tired of looking at Rachel's face right now. I'm gonna like
Rachel
just read
face.
off Rachel face. I'm gonna read off the revenues, guys.
Rachel.
Rachel. You know, Joker was trying to remember her name when Rachel.
Look, he's over the edge now, man. I love this.
He's being pushed. Yeah, that's what happens.
They're messing with this girl, dude.
Yeah,
you can't mess with his family. That's Punisher time.
He pushes and pushes back. And again, it's another foreshadowing here because like Batman's like, you don't want to do this.
Look.
Oh yeah.
This guy's sucking
He's
shit to
pretty-
Batman.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the movie.
Dangling
This
over a
ain't
roof.
even gonna kill me, dude.
It's like from one professional to another. You might want to pick a higher spot or whatever.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Dude, this is me. I swear to God, this is me.
But see, this
Who is
also
this?
like
Mahoney? That's not Mahoney, right? It's
Maroney.
Mahoney,
Yeah.
right? Or Maroney?
Maroney, yeah.
Dude, that's me.
Maroney,
Just
yeah.
call me Maroney.
Yeah, infamous Christian Bale.
The
growl.
infamous like growl from
Yeah,
him.
only gets worse and worse.
Now, I think
He's-
during the
Right.
Rachel. No, I think I think during when hold on, let me
Rachel talks.
let me talk. God damn it! When he first like did the role, you know, in the casting, whatever, like right when they were like casting the people,
How
he
come
came
he's not-
in with that film. He came in with that voice. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did it like right
Oh,
off the
nice.
bat. Like it wasn't something that was developed. It's like he's probably been doing it for the past
Look,
20
he's
years.
trying to do it too.
Right.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, they're pushing Harvey Dent here. He's pushing back.
Rachel!
And like I said, big dollop of foreshadowing because it looks like he's gonna kill this guy, and Batman's like, you can't
See
put
more
his life up to chance. And
a
then-
better Two-Face for. I mean, this is awesome, but a little bit tiny bit, a little cherry bit better would have been if he did Russian roulette with it. If he like just
Well, no,
put
he
one
does
bullet.
that later. He does
no,
that
if he
later.
put the one bullet in there and spun
No.
the barrel and then
span the barrel.
and span the barrel.
No, but they
Rachel!
wouldn't because
He does.
he's intimidating the guy. He's not leaving it up to chance just yet.
He does.
And, well, he
It
is,
takes
but
him-
but
no.
he's doing half and
It's
half
not-
instead of 1 out of 6.
No, it's not out of chance. He's a double-headed coin. Remember, the guy doesn't know that, but he knows he has a double-headed coin. But the
Oh
guy
yeah,
certainly
yeah.
doesn't.
True,
Well,
true,
check
true,
this
true, true.
out.
So he's not trying to kill
Hey, let me
him.
ask you this
Right.
though. But that
He's
double-headed
two-
coin, one of
Even
them has
Batman doesn't know that.
They're both heads are clean right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Even Batman doesn't know that though.
That's what she
He's
said. That's what she
he's
said. That's what
dogging
she
on
said.
him the
The
same
office-
way we are, or I was.
Right. So he's not leaving it up to chance. He's trying to intimidate him. But then
Mhm.
Batman's like, you can't be seen to like be doing something like this because
Yeah.
it'll undo your work. Again, more foreshadowing.
Even if
Hold
you're
on.
faking it.
I want to hear them whisper in a very dark, monotone, like horse type voice.
They saw this.
You sound just like Christian Bale. I mean, you could have been his voice double.
Who, me?
Yeah, when you growl.
That was Jimmy.
Oh,
What?
Javier. You sound
Yeah,
just
there
like
you
Christian
go.
Bale.
That
Actually, I thought that was him in the movie.
was Jay.
Yeah.
Javier,
Javier.
Esquire
Javier,
the
no.
second.
Okay, Jimmy.
Javier.
Javier.
Esquire the second.
Javier.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Ian Marcellus Ignatius Esquire the Second.
Yes.
More
The
or less.
honorable.
The right honorable.
Said it.
Okay, now we're at normal Batman voice. He's now
Right.
walking into the room with Rachel Dogs.
Nice suit.
Nice
and
apartment.
I'm waiting
Lots
for
of space.
I'm waiting for the dogs to come
Safest
out.
place in the city right now because it's penthouse.
Oh yeah, the plot moved forward here is they're trying to convince Batman to turn himself in.
Oh yeah,
Again.
and he told her to go somewhere safe, and she's like, "The only place safe is with Bruce Wayne because
Right.
everybody's corrupt and blah blah
Well,
blah."
no. She tells that to Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, get somewhere
That's
safe."
what I just said.
No, right now they're in the scene where she's talking to.
Yeah, I mean that's why she's here.
Rachel.
And just
Rachel Dogs.
Rachel Dogs. Dude, you just got to
Batman
say
role.
Rachel Dogs in the Batman voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll be good.
uh,
Everyone will know who she is.
we'll be good. Oh,
Oh, they're
dude.
kissing. Oh,
Harvey.
dude. Scandalous.
Two-Face.
Hey,
Scandalous. I forgot about this scene. They
Harvey
totally
Dent's.
kiss. Dude, he's making out with Harvey Dent's
Well,
girl.
it's well. I do
Dude,
think
naughty
what-
Batman.
This is she's like you're not gonna let us be or who the hell is we?
That's like the final kiss, I think. That's like the kiss.
No,
of, like,
she's like they're not gonna let us be together because
the
if
universe.
they find out who we are, nah, man, what
Yeah,
is that
seriously.
kind of talk is that?
dude, the
Any-
cosmos,
Any enemies?
the Batman universe.
You gonna listen to other people this whole after all this fucking time? Like,
Yeah.
get fucking grow some balls. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people don't like that we're together. And it's like,
No,
I
you
mean,
who
you
the
only
fuck
got
are they?
mob bosses trying to kill you, you know?
because Batman. So the universe and the Gotham they're in won't let them be together.
Oh yeah. At that point, you would move away.
Yeah.
If as soon as they
Well,
found out who you were, I would
That-
assume.
that's the third movie.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I'm sick about talking about Rachel dogs.
Anyway, the point was that she was like, "Yo, if you're gonna out
first
everybody," she's like, "I knew, I knew you're gonna be. I hope they're gonna be together. After you're not Batman, you can't be Batman anymore.
Everybody,
and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be Batman," and then she's like, "They're not. The universe is not gonna let us be together."
All you money-driven people out there listening to this.
Would-be accountants.
Okay, Batman 1989 revenues, domestic gross, 251 million.
Are you counting for inflation, or is that in there?
I will notate that.
Okay.
At that time, 1989, the original Batman, domestic gross 251 million, adjusted for today's dollars, 567 million.
That's it.
Now, that's it. Okay, Dark Knight 2008 revenues at that time, 533 million, adjusted dollars 669 million. So it was not, it was up there. They were in the same ballpark, the original Batman and this one.
Right.
Now, don't forget, the original Batman didn't have Batman Begins before it, mass marketing theme. Of course, the Batman franchise existed, but nothing.
Batman's always been good.
No, I know. It's always been good. Yeah, I know. But they're up there. They're up there, right? Okay. Now let me just
loaded, ready to go.
Let me just compare it to Batman Returns, 1992 revenues at that time, 161 million, came in much less than the first one. Right. Adjusted dollars.
Not as a good movie, I don't think.
353 million. The one with Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I do like it, but
it was cool. But it was not as popular.
A little more goofy.
It was not as popular, and it was only 3 years after the fact. So I was a little surprised.
Love Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm gonna skip Batman Forever.
She's
1995,
crazy enough.
But I'm going to jump to Batman and Robin 1997 revenues, what was notably, I guess, termed as the worst, right?
Yeah, killed the franchise for 8 years.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on this scene directly here right now is that when he's like,
he also saw Iron Man.
I'm the Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Iron Man.
Yeah.
Same year.
Same year. I'm Batman. I'm Iron Man.
Huh?
The press conference.
Anyway,
there's Rachel Dogs.
I think at this point is when she wrote the letter.
Right.
Like when before that she was like.
She was still torn.
I'm with you. I'm Bruce. That was it. That was
right.
I'm with you. You're gonna tell everybody.
But then she saw Harvey doing that, and she's like, okay,
no, she saw Bruce not letting.
Dude,
she saw Bruce letting Harvey take the fall for that, and she's like, that's when she wrote the letter. And then she's like, I'm with Harvey.
Right.
Because he can do it, and then Batman can't.
In public, yeah.
So check it out. Back to my Batman and Robin 1997 demise or revenue demise. Domestic gross at that time, 1997, 107 million, which I think is actually the lowest revenue movie out of the whole franchise. For adjusted dollars.
Holy bat flop, Batman.
Holy bat flop. 210 million. Of course, there were gross revenues that complemented each individual movie, so it brought in a worldwide, thing. But again, Batman and Robin, probably one of the worst ones, lowest revenues.
How much did Mask of the Phantasm make?
I don't have that noted. Well,
you should look that up.
Well, that is
Mask of the Phantasm. Is that Batman?
Animated
movie.
But it was also
it was released in theaters. I saw it in the theater.
When was that released?
Early 90s.
Yeah.
For some reason, I missed that.
Mid-90s,
I completely missed it.
Well, let's get its own set of rules and, I guess, circumstances around it. It was only released as a matinee because it was a PG-13 movie. Yeah. So it wasn't released as a full release. It was a matinee film.
It was still out there. Yeah. I would be interested in the numbers. See, everybody's like, yeah, man.
Right. Oh, God.
They're applauding, him.
They're not. This one asshole cop is like, Yeah. Like the one dude clapping.
He's like, quiet girl while I kiss you.
Dude, she just kissed Batman, and now she's kissing Harvey Dent.
Yeah, man. She's easy
within a 24-hour
She's as
period.
easy as that coin.
Okay,
you just got a flipper.
Puritanism aside, John Daniels.
Look, and then she finds out that he's not been playing around the whole time. He's been playing around with his own decisions, and that's why she's like, "Damn, I want you even more, Harvey Dent."
He's made his own luck, pretty much. He hasn't let things change.
Yeah, Harvey Dent. Damn,
boy. Dude, Harvey Dent has the ultimate butt chin in this scene.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, they're about to
in this scene.
They're about.
You mean the whole movie?
No, just in that one scene.
His whole
they're
life?
about to go underneath this little.
Have you seen Battlefield L.A.
with John Travolta?
With Aaron Eckhart.
John Travolta. Where they're like on a space planet thing.
Is that Battlefield
Space Wars?
No, that's Battlefield Earth.
That's Battlefield Earth.
That's something else
sorry.
No.
Okay.
Battlefield LA. That's the right title,
dude,
right?
Battlefield Earth came out like in 2000s, like early 2000s.
Right? Let us never speak of it again.
Late 90s, I thought.
Okay, I mean, I never saw the goddamn. Maybe I did. Maybe I saw bits and parts of it.
Nah, it's terrible.
It's just the name rung a bell.
He got dreads or something.
We're an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes, he had the white dreads, I think.
Transporting the prisoner, but
okay,
Joker,
this
of course,
is like a badass scene. They go underneath the.
I like this.
Again,
the cop of the driver of the Batman Harvey Dent, cop vehicle is very high. He gets a lot of dialogue.
Right.
He gets like 5 words. He gets
a few lines in. Yeah.
He gets like 5 lines.
Again, filmed in Chicago. It's Lower Wacker Drive, I believe. Also famous for
Blues Brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
I totally missed that reference, but who did you say?
Chicago.
This is filmed apparently Lower Wacker Drive in Chicago, which was also filmed in the Blues Brothers. But different.
So I got a huge issue with this scene. I want you to point out to me how many policemen are firing at the vehicle, the big truck that the Joker is in.
Right.
Please show me how many policemen are firing upon the vehicle that the Joker is in.
Slaughter is the best medicine?
Oh, that's a cool little... I never noticed that. Javier, I never noticed the slaughter is the best medicine on the truck.
There are cars literally full of policemen with machine guns.
But you can't shoot if you're gonna...
How many policemen are firing at the vehicle that the Joker is in?
Number one, they're driving.
Why
if you don't have a line of sight, you can't fire either.
Yeah, who's
Why
gonna
are they
shoot?
not?
The guy that's driving? He's gonna shoot. He's gonna pull out his...
If Batman was in there, he'd be shooting.
Also, if you notice...
That's Batman.
The Joker's handgun was fully automatic.
Yes, it was. Yes, fully auto handgun, which is very cool.
Yeah. Cop
And
cop
I just
car right there.
He bazookaed one of the cars.
There's
which
a
is
cop
awesome.
car. No windows rolled down. No cops shooting their vehicle.
Driving.
I'm sure there's other cops in that car.
You're gonna pull out your AR.
He's dead right now.
You're gonna pull out your AR while you're driving, trying to evade a bazooka blast.
Yeah, that's the only time I would probably pull out a rifle when I'm driving.
Actually, yeah. I guess you're right on that one. I'd do the same thing.
If there was ever only a time, that would be it. This is pretty sweet right here. He does his truck. Look, murders that dude straight up, dude.
No, he doesn't murder
Hey, you
him.
can tell me that dude's alive? Look at that fucking truck.
Dude, there might
he
be
just
an
did that.
airbag.
Look at it.
Wait. Is that a bad guy
just-
driving the truck though?
Yeah, he just did that to the driver of the truck.
That's called collateral damage.
He murdered the fuck out of that guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Casualty number 1.
Damn it, Nolan. Tell us, Nolan.
Is Batman going to be like, no, I knew he was going to be okay because I knew that type of truck and it wouldn't bend that way if I rammed it this hard into the ceiling. It's like, nah, dude. I saw the front end of that truck fucking squish.
To be fair, it wasn't completely flat, though.
True.
It wasn't an angle. It was at a sloped angle.
Dude.
If the guy's head and shoulders were behind the slope, it might be all right. Might.
And then he builds a ramp for himself as he jumps. That was pretty awesome, though.
Well, they established it in the other movie, too. The
That
tumbler,
he jumps,
the
he
tumbler
jumps.
yeah.
I mean, it's fucking sweet, but...
He also took a rocket
Damn.
to the rear wheel well, apparently, and that really screwed him up.
Not one shot fired at the Joker.
Yeah.
Still can't believe
More
it.
people do need to be shooting at the Joker.
Yeah, not one shot during this whole scene.
Where they're trying to get away.
I know, but I'm saying, dude, there's not one dude that's gonna stick his fucking gun out the window and shoot.
Maybe they're scaredy cats.
This is that time.
Okay, and now the Batmobile is going to eject.
He's rich enough to afford a new one, so he can just blow up.
It's going to eject the little motorcycle, Batcycle, the Bat. Whatever they call it. What do they call
The
it?
Bat Pod?
That guy has
No.
a gun.
Is that the pod?
I heard it references the Bat Pod.
Okay, the Bat. Okay,
somewhere.
Bat
That
Pod.
thing-
Yeah, it is a Bat
That thing
Pod.
is
Yeah.
so cool. You know, it was like built from nothing. Like there was no real design before
Right.
this movie. They just built this like what essentially would be like a very fat, wide-bodied motorcycle.
It comes out of the front of the
that
car.
you lay out. And initially, they were gonna not have him wear his cape.
Like
but
Transformers.
during the dry run, yeah, Voltron. During the testing of
Boop.
it, they realized that the cape just immediately flew out upon acceleration. So they kept the cape on him for the scenes.
Oh, so it didn't get stuck in the tire?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
the one thing they were worried about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and they had to
'Cause
test it out.
They'd seen Incredibles, yeah.
Yeah, they actually initially they thought the thing itself they wouldn't be able to
Capes.
maneuver, like turn it left and right or whatever.
Right.
But as they got familiar with it,
As it turns out, this custom beast they built
So,
actually had some utility.
right,
yeah.
right. And by the way, this one truck scene.
Also, if there's you have a line of cars and you've been under attack for this amount of time, and you have not radioed in other backup to come get you and like support fire of any kind, like this is totally crazy to me.
Well, they did call in support. The helicopters are coming
a one helicopter
in. Should be enough, you would think, but it's not.
No.
That's air support.
Look,
So-
once again, children sitting right in front of the cars that he directly blows up. Who's to say there aren't people in those cars? Willy-nilly, just out of my fucking way, drove right by you.
I'm gonna presume he's got an infrared sensor in there, so he's not targeting.
You could have a heat sensor.
Anyway,
in his mask, maybe. I don't know.
So
anyway, the cables take down the helicopter, right?
Yeah, that's tight.
So that's pretty neat.
Okay, guys, this scene that we're in the next scene where the truck jumps and flips like literally in a perfectly
like Terminator
vertical
Genesis.
line.
Yeah.
There is no CGI in this film.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. In this scene, in this one scene, they actually use like a
Sweet
little
mall.
pipe, like a little pipe underneath it. Some dude ejects the damn thing, who's obviously enclosed in some type of roll cage, right? So the thing, the thing flips up. It's actually the only CGI that was used for this scene is not showing that little pipe,
not showing the thing,
not showing the pipe that ejects it and makes it just hop completely upside down, which is
that was cool.
pretty damn cool.
Where his front tire spins. So
I like how Christopher. I mean, yeah, of course you can CGI. Yeah, you can CGI anything, but the fact that they went through the whole
Batman,
exercise,
man, he's got to be grounded.
Also, check this out. Two things. One, cables is parallel to the same thing that the Joker just did with the helicopter. Batman's doing with the truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never noticed that. That's kind of
parallels.
Funny. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Reflections.
Very cool. This
lazy form of it.
That thing.
Lazy form of expression.
You can actually see the smoke come out from where the little pipe was.
You're just doing the exact opposite thing as the other thing. You got to make it more interesting than that.
Right. Well, considering a lot of movies don't even bother to do that, I mean, it's a big step forward for us. Also, so you're saying the truck that we were making fun of in Genesis last time around is actually possible?
Yes, except not in Genesis. Dear God.
You mean without the practical effects guy blowing the pipe up behind the truck?
Right. Yeah. Dude, Genesis, that thing flew up like 19
I love this
feet.
part right here where he tries to shoot the Joker.
Dude, this is reminiscent.
This is fucking
of the
sweet.
89 Batman.
This is Jack Nicholson. This is the
Nicholson,
Batwing flying towards Jack Nicholson.
When he
this
has
is
like
his
the
same exact scene.
When he has like the 3-foot long barrel.
This is literally
on
the
his
same
handgun,
scene because he
which
doesn't
is
shoot him.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He pulls it out of his pants.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish he did this. If he pulled a gun out of his pants right now, I'd be so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he just run him over?
Well, he's Batman.
Nah, but he wouldn't have killed him.
He doesn't directly kill. So.
Nah, he wouldn't have killed him, dude. He just smashed that dude in the freaking ceiling with the truck with his Batmobile.
Yeah, but
he can't run. He can't run the Joker over, break his legs. Come on.
Well, he might crash. He might crash.
Come on, Joker.
Rachel.
With Joker, expect the unexpected. Anyway, he's just jibbing around.
Spits on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now they
ruins
introduce
all
the
his fun.
Commish Gordon.
Gordon comes to the rescue. So Gordon rescues Batman for once.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
Not good. They just caught the Joker. Not good.
Not good for them.
It's not good for business.
Close to the vest.
I think I need a refill, guys.
Refill. All right.
Ice me, Jay.
I'm calling immigration on you.
See, he knows. Gotham's finest. They're the heroes. He
yes,
says it right there.
After you pour this ice in my glass.
Saving my ass. All right. So yeah, getting the press conferences and everyone's like congratulating themselves because they think they've done it.
Look. That's the one bad driver that takes Harvey.
Right.
Look, she sends him on his way. Look at this scene. Look how the camera goes up. Yep. She knows right there. Yep. You can see it. Bam.
It's like the dog with the shifty eyes.
She knew right there in that scene. That's why there was that little close up.
Right. She knew something was going to happen. She didn't know what, but it was going to happen.
No, she knew. She knew that he was going with that driver.
Yeah. Bad things.
She put him in that vehicle.
But then. Gordon's
she's corrupt, dude. She's tied to it.
So let me get this straight, Mr. Makeup Guy, Mr.
Batman,
Batman, or Mr. I go out at night to God knows what clubs. He now pronounces Lieutenant Gordon as the Commissioner Gordon without any HR intervention.
the mayor.
Letter of recognition.
And the old commissioner's dead. And Gordon just saved his life.
What happened to the old commissioner?
He drank the poison whiskey.
He died under Gordon's care.
Well,
he almost saved his life.
There must be some interim.
Well, he just saved the mayor's life.
Well, it's been. Yeah,
see?
Wait, how did he save his life?
He stopped
the Joker from killing him. The Joker had been targeting the mayor, remember?
So
we're by way of arrest.
Just to catch everybody up here, we're watching The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan. Came out in 2008.
Hold on.
Starring Heath Ledger and Christian Bale.
I thought you, Rachel. I thought you meant.
I'm not
sure
what John
at
Daniels
this point in the
watching.
movie, Commissioner Gordon was just knighted the commissioner
Just promoted.
from the mayor because he took a bullet for him, which he then took the opportunity to make the world believe that he was dead.
Oh, you mean
so
he took
could
the
be,
bullet? No, but you
Right.
said he just saved his life.
He did, and like the other day, like it was yesterday for them.
Right.
And then he made the world think he was dead so he can get the one up on
No,
Joker.
not the world. He wanted his wife to think he was dead so he can
No,
go to
the
Colombia.
world.
He wanted the Joker to think he was dead.
He
so
wanted
the Joker
everybody to
wouldn't tell
know
his
that he
family.
think he was dead so he could get the one up on him to get in the inside and Joker's
Oh.
crew with the cops
Dude.
to be able to get up to the Joker to pull a shotgun up.
He's already back.
But
and
the Joker
dude,
knew that was what
imagine
happened.
coming back from the dead and like talking to your wife,
You
and the
mean
first
he
thing she
was
does is slap
working
you.
with
Yeah,
internal
man.
affairs the whole
That's
time.
what would happen.
You're like, what the hell? How about a hug or a kiss or a
Yeah.
a dinner?
No, she slapped him because she's pissed with him, but also relieved he's alive.
Yeah.
Okay, enter interrogation room.
Yeah.
Gordon with the Joker.
Right. And this is also
They all were just informed that Harvey and Rachel didn't make it to their
Right.
destinations.
they didn't
Or
make it.
Harvey didn't. I don't know if they know about Rachel.
What are we at? 125 here, just more or less. For those you watching along at home.
Rachel Dowds.
Dogs.
Right.
A dog. A Miss Dog.
Look at his creepy shot right here, man.
Yeah,
Makeup
this
in
is
the
good.
darkness,
Yeah.
right?
This is good. This is good.
So has Batman been waiting there the whole time?
He has been.
I think he
He's
has.
that crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
the
That's
thing
why
that-
it's so dark.
Yeah. And that's the thing that a theme that I don't know people don't really play with, but I think Batman really is psychotic. He's got his own set of rules, but he is kind of nuts.
Dude, he's a psychopath to the core.
Right.
I mean,
And that's why
well,
he's drawing the rest of the psychopaths out in Gotham
to the
too.
core, but he's working for justice and saving people, so it's fine.
And he's also smashing people in
In semi trucks, apparently.
semi
And
trucks
he's
and dump trucks.
You can tell me that dude. I mean, if he's alive, he's seriously fucked up.
Hey, if he's alive, he's alive.
If
He did throw that. He did throw that. What's his name? Maroney.
Maroney.
Maroney off the. He broke that dude's legs, so that was pretty fun.
Dude, that's me. You're laughing at me in 10 years. Come on.
Maroney's like, this
In
is
10 years.
gonna kill me.
He's like, from one professional to another. You might want to pick a higher place or
I
whatever.
love that.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man.
He's still in the movie. He's coming back.
Yeah. I tell you, the best scene is where he tells the girl, what makes you think I want to hear you talk?
Again,
Already
okay.
passed. My
it
favorite
go, man.
Two-Face scene is in the car.
Oh, where
Look, he's like, "Hey, man, I'm getting fuzzy over
dude,
here."
did he just
Yeah.
punch his hand?
He pushed
Yeah.
his hand because he
Ouch.
said, "Don't hit his head," because he gets everybody all messed up trying
Right.
to talk to him.
So he's just that's
Get
the
somebody's
point.
attention. He punched their hand, and he's like, "Yeah, you're." He's
Yeah.
like, "That'll wake me up."
And that's the thing. It's this great, like really great interrogation scene where they establish like their symbiotic relationship because they need each other to exist.
The Joker knows who he is.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yes, he does. He implies heavily that he does.
No.
I got that. Out of
Then
this.
why? Hold on.
Jeez.
At what point did he stop asking him to take off his mask?
He doesn't.
See, he says, "I don't want to kill him. He'll kill everyone else, but he won't kill the Batman."
Wait. Why do you think that he thinks? Why do you think he knows who Bruce Wayne is, the Batman? Why do you think he?
Just from his reaction in relation to Rachel and why he got both
Well,
of
no.
them.
He knows that Batman is in love with Rachel. Like that was.
Right.
Yeah.
He realized that, but he still thinks Batman is Batman. He doesn't know who the hell he is.
I think if he did a little research on Rachel, then
But
he
more
might be able to
importantly-
tie it back to
More
Bruce Wayne,
importantly,
who
he doesn't care.
and also I think it
He
was
wants Batman to be Batman. He doesn't care.
yeah,
about
he
Bruce
does.
Wayne.
Well, I'm getting
Because,
that's
look,
another point
later
I was
on-
trying to make is like he even if he has that information, he's not doing anything with it
Right.
because it doesn't matter to him. Like he's
Batman
just
matters to him. He doesn't give a
he
shit about Bruce
is
Wayne.
just messing with Batman. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like-
I like to think that he knows who he is, and it doesn't like
It
that doesn't even come into play because it would ruin his
it would-
fun.
Yeah, he's that crazy.
Yeah.
Because
That's
like I
why
said-
he puts a hit on the guy
Right. He's like,
later in the movie. At
he's
the
like,
exact
yeah.
point that comes up.
Don't give up the game.
Yeah,
I'm having too much fun here. Yeah.
but I like to think that he made that connection.
I don't know.
Probably.
I think if he would have made that connection, I think he would have spilled the beans on him. Like,
No, that would ruin all his fun.
Yeah.
hmm.
Considering he instructs his
He
henchmen to kill
he
each other.
wants Batman. Yeah, he's like, what would I do without you?
Right.
That's what he says.
Oh.
Without rules. See, Batman is like trying to enforce the rules. The Joker's like, there's no rules.
Right, Joker doesn't give a shit. He's like, yeah, you can beat me up all
Yeah.
you want. I don't
Right.
care. You know, he's like,
Yeah.
your two friends are dead
It's
unless
like-
you listen to me. You know what I mean?
It's like one of my favorite
This
lines.
is the order.
You have nothing to threaten me with.
Yeah, you are powerless. You know,
Right.
like,
Because
nothing.
he won't kill the Joker. That's
He's
what you
right.
do to stop him. But that's the line Batman won't cross. And then
even to save the people he loves.
He needs the Joker to tell them where he can't kill him. Batman realizes he needs him to tell him where they are.
Well, that too. That's all. He doesn't have power of him, but
right. Yeah, so he's growling. Where are they?
Smashed his face into the glass.
So he's telling them the 2 locations. But again, this is the thing. The Joker's like master of like misdirection.
He loves this.
Yeah, he's enjoying it. And it's foreshadowing again.
He knows. He knows.
The other cop's like,
he knows he already won. This is the best part.
Yeah. He's already...
Well, none of that. He already knows that he's going to tell him the wrong direction.
Right.
Yeah. He's already got one up on him.
He's got one up on Batman.
The Joker's MO is like he misdirects and lies and goes in reverse because he is 252nd Street and Avenue X.
And he automatically knows that he's going to go for her because of the way he reacted when he threw out the window.
Right.
Yeah.
When I watch you throw yourself out that window at her or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, I almost thought you were Harvey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see? So he knows that it's someone connected to her and him.
No.
But if he did a little research,
I'm sure he could find.
He wouldn't be. It wouldn't be that far fetched.
Yeah, I know. He could probably
if
piece it together if he wasn't so psychotic and busy making money with the mob.
This is the way that as the way it plays out. It's his Batman's reaction to Rachel. But I like to think that he knows who he is. Yeah.
I mean, if the accountant can figure it out, I'm pretty sure the Joker could.
And
that's actually a good
they're
point.
in
That's actually
Batman's
a good,
penthouse.
point.
Like they're at his penthouse when it happened
Wayne's
too.
penthouse,
Yeah.
Oh, was that Wayne?
Yeah.
And Wayne was nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it to you guys. Yeah, that could be definitely.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Right. And here again, he manipulates this guy.
Oh, he definitely manipulates this jerkwad cop who does the clap, the one clap, like.
Right.
For Commissioner Gordon. Oh, no, not Commissioner. No, when they were taking away Harvey Dent.
Right.
That he does that one clap.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely manipulates him into fighting him. Joker ends up strong-arming him
with a knife. Yeah.
With the knife
that he got from somewhere.
That he managed to hide. Yeah, God only knows where the hell he got that knife from.
Yeah.
And he makes the phone call.
It's a recurring theme. Yeah, the Joker is always telling people opposites, and he's also the opposite of Batman. They really hammer this home in this movie. Not in your face, but it is there if you pay attention to it. It's always this sort of equal and opposite reaction between the Joker and Batman. And then we're at...
Okay, now we're at the scene. We're about to blow Rachel Doggs' face off.
Yeah, we're at about 1:30 in.
She might look a little better. And also Harvey is tied up.
Right, they're both
next
tied
to
up.
all the oil drums or whatever the hell it is.
They're talking to each other on the phone because Joker's sadistic like that.
Yes.
And then they're just going to come into play later when he's talking about it, to talk to someone you love, watch while they're going to die. And then so...
All right.
Props to him. He is trying to get out, though. He's trying to get out of his bounds, out of the chair he's tied up in, but unfortunately, it makes it worse for himself.
Yeah, he slips his face into spilled diesel, whatever the hell gasoline it is there.
Diesel or gasoline.
Yeah.
The Joker mentions it later. It's with a few barrels of gasoline or whatever.
I think he does. He says that, right? He says that later on. And back to the scene where he's about to taunt the cop, asking him, "Hey, do you know how many friends of yours I killed? Do you know how many of them are cowards?
Would you like to know which ones are cowards?"
Right. I mean,
that's a good scene.
That would get anybody.
That's a good line. That's a good way to rise somebody.
That would get the.
Hey, you want to hear your friend die?
That would get anybody. That would get anybody. Right? Anybody. So any that would get anyone. So
you could give props to the character actor. He's showing the reaction on his face pretty well.
I mean, he's good at playing people.
Yeah,
that's why he's a Joker.
That is true.
Which of them are cowards? Yeah, that's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, that's it.
Jacket's coming off.
That's it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back at that point. So okay, now you got this one crazy.
But he got
dude.
the night. It's a broken.
You got this one.
He got a broken glass from when Batman smashed his face. That's what he's holding up against.
Is it a glass shard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No that's where, because I thought it was a knife too, but I didn't notice that.
Nah, it's a shard.
Which
is about to happen in a second.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's right there. Okay. All I need was for him to get close to him.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. So let me ask you this. So
I would just shoot him. Both.
You can't shoot your own partner. Come on, man. That's his partner.
Shoot him. He even said it. He said the first thing he said was it's my own damn fault. Shoot him.
And he said it's my own damn fault?
He said it's my own damn fault. Shoot him. That's what the guy said with the glass to his throat.
I don't think he meant shoot me.
No, I mean he meant take the shot. I would take the shot. Like you got to go through his shoulder, like Die Hard style or something. Like
Oh yeah,
you got. I would take the shot. Yeah, do it.
By the way, that was reference to Die
One
Hard,
of the Die Hards, I forget.
I think it's Live Free or Die Hard, the one with Justin Long.
Oh, that's a whatever one.
I like that one, man.
I
like that one.
Okay. What I don't get is how does that where's the rest of the people in that building?
Well, he just blew everybody to smithereens.
No, man, that was one room.
Yeah,
and
but
then, like, it didn't
probably
blow
running
everybody up.
away.
It just blew up people stuff around them.
I believe it was an empty warehouse, correct?
Okay.
No,
Well, no.
not that.
We're in
The police station.
The police station where Joker calls the chubby dude, and it blows up in his stomach.
Oh, well, he doesn't care about the collateral damage.
No, the cops
Johnny
that were,
Walker is asking.
the
where
cops
hell
that
is
were
everybody?
surrounding the Joker. They were just around. There was like 4 cops surrounding the Joker. A bomb blew up around him. The Joker's standing up, but everybody else is gone for some reason.
Okay, now Rachel Doggs is about to die.
Well, he's got the knife. They're distracted. Do the math.
No, they're treating the scene is treating it as if they're incapacitated and not available anymore because the Joker is just standing around doing whatever he wants.
Harvey Dent is screaming for Rachel Doggs.
But the explosion didn't seem like it didn't seem like it affected them much.
He was the only one who knew it was coming. He set it off.
Dude.
True.
All right, Rachel Doggs
She
is officially
ate it real
dead.
good.
Yeah, she's like totally dead now.
Well,
And I love how like the joke. I mean, Batman could have he should have seen through that almost like the classic
but
play,
he doesn't.
dude.
But that's like the thing that this is their first time they're meeting in the Joker.
Yeah,
is
it's their
that kinda
first time.
twisted
Yeah.
The way he is.
It's his
Okay, now
introduction. to him.
Joker is about to spring Lau out of prison.
Yeah.
Or jail or the cell. Where the hell does Lau go after this? They don't ever show him again.
No,
right?
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
do.
do. He gets tied up in the big pile of money.
Oh, he's at
It's
the parliament.
coming.
Yeah, that's true.
It's coming.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't jump the gun there, John Daniels.
All right.
Lao would be
Huh?
Lao
But-
Che. What is it?
What?
Nice
Temple of
try,
Doom.
Lao Shay.
Nice try, Lao Che.
Who the hell is Lao Che? What's a nice try?
Temple
about?
of Doom reference.
Yeah.
Oh, Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Duh.
I love
This
that
is
scene.
great.
I love
This
that scene where he's escaping, and throwing
Yeah.
his head out the window.
It's
Because I'm pretty sure I've been that drunk doing that same thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I was doing that earlier today.
I know
Yeah.
that feeling of freedom, so
Right.
I can relate to the Joker at that moment.
He's shaking his head like a dog going on a car ride.
I mean, literally, he's a free man. He's a free
Look,
spirit.
he finds the coin, and at this point, Batman realizes that what Harley was doing at the same time.
Dude, now Alfred is reading Rachel's little note.
What? But she told him he could. She said it was not.
It
sealed.
was open, yeah. It wasn't sealed.
Yeah. But
But
so
look,
Alfred knows the real
He's
deal.
like, oh,
Right.
he
But-
wasn't playing Fate. He was just doing what I'm doing
right
in a
Just-
better way.
Yeah.
He's like, damn it.
God damn it! Why didn't I do this?
Again, the letter comes back to haunt everyone in the third movie.
It does?
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Dude,
that.
I tried to forget it, but
They
what?
directly reference it. Yeah.
He finds out?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Right, Alfred's trying to
He
talk-
finds a letter, like he
no.
like
Alfred burns this letter at the end of the movie, but in the next movie,
He tells him?
he talks about it. Yeah. And he says,
Oh, he does tell her. He does tell him. And he's like, she was going to leave you.
right.
Oh,
Blah,
does he?
blah, yeah.
But
Because
I-
he needs that reality check, dude.
Right.
That's what
messed
she
up.
gave him. That's why she gave him the note. He needed
Right.
that reality check.
yeah.
He's like, yo, Batman or me? And he's like, I'll let Harvey take the fall so I can still keep being Batman. And she's like, damn, it's not me.
Yeah.
And I think that at that moment, that's when
I
she
can't
wrote, she
remember.
wrote the letter after.
I can't
Right.
remember.
That
Does in Dark Knight
my
Rises,
head,
which
canon.
I don't even
Yeah.
care,
That makes
people
sense.
that I'm gonna totally
Sequentially, it
spoil the
also
movie.
Yeah.
But does he actually end up with Anne Hathaway, Catwoman, at the end in Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, they're
More
having
or less,
coffee or
yeah.
something.
They're having coffee. in
Oh,
France.
they're in Paris having
Yeah.
coffee.
And then
or
he
some
even
crap,
says
right?
it. He's like, I want to see you hanging out with the girl and blah, blah, blah in a cafe. And then that's exactly what
Yeah.
happens.
Meanwhile, no one's like taking a picture of Bruce Wayne going like, I thought this guy was dead.
Right. I mean, he's like world
low-key.
renowned.
Yeah.
Yeah, except he looks exactly like.
No, because we're a
Bruce
Gotham
Wayne.
billionaire in Paris or wherever he's at or
Like,
something.
where else would you find a billionaire but in Paris or Milan or, trolling around
All I have to do
town?
is say it's not you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jeez.
But
That ain't me.
Oh yeah, he like.
I'm some other rich guy.
I'm Bruce
Yeah.
Diaz.
That's my doppelganger.
Yeah.
That's not me. I don't look anything like Bruce Wayne.
Don't
Yeah.
blow my cover.
Don't blow my cover, guys.
All right.
Bruno Diaz here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. What are we at? About a minute 39 in.
A minute again. I met Jay.
An hour and
Javier.
39.
I don't know what kind of
what?
time warp. I know they
Hey.
didn't have time back when you were born. You know, they didn't invent the watch yet. But
No, they had. There was the pocket
yeah, by the
watch, though.
sundial.
No.
That's how old you are.
Sundial? Yeah, newfangled
I
sundial.
love how-
Don't know
I'll-
yet.
By
Is
the
that
way,
taken off
Javier,
yet?
I love how
how old
Two-Face
are
becomes to be in this movie. It's pretty great.
I'm old enough.
From
Old
his
enough.
earlier, how he was
Right.
dealing with the dude with the gun in the warehouse to how he reacts to his situation now. Like it's like a believable escalation to his character, especially when you know Two-Face,
Dude, if
who
your
he is anyway.
woman was
And his girl's dead
burned alive
because of
yes,
the actions and
you are
situations that
just-
you were trying to warn
Yeah,
everybody
that's it.
about.
I mean, you
He's
are
like, fuck it, dude. Yeah, fuck you all.
Yeah,
I'm
like
done.
that's it. You're just gonna kill everything. Like
He's
you're
like,
just
I
gonna,
told you your precinct was corrupt, you asshole. And he's like, my
Yeah, I
girl's
mean,
dead now, and I'm
not-
burned
not-
half to death.
Not just
Right.
dead. If your girl was like burned
Blown up.
and blown to smithereens,
Burned
like
alive.
nothing left of her. I mean,
And he's all half burned.
Why
and
would-
and half his face is gone.
Burned alive while you were talking to her.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be
while
half
you were
his,
talking.
it's supposed to be like his, like at least upper half of his body too. I don't like how it's just his face.
Yeah, I mean,
At least the
mean,
upper half of the body.
Wait, where do you get the upper half from? Where do you reference that from?
Well,
He
it's
was
supposed to
li-
be his whole half of the body.
he was lying in the comics anyway. It was the half of his body.
oh,
yeah.
oh, and even in the old school Two-Face, Tommy Lee Jones, half of his suit is all
Yeah, he
withered,
does the half
right?
suit.
It's all
yeah, yeah,
weird,
He
right?
does the half suit thing.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll
That's
give you
classic,
that. Yeah, I'll give you
yeah.
that one. Yeah, no, it's
Plus-
supposed to be half, like his.
But this is a
literally-
more like
It's-
grounded,
it's
real
more
world
grounded.
version.
But he
of
was
it, so,
lying in
yeah.
gasoline, so you'd figure there'd be burns over most of his body. Or
At least the top half, a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, right now they just have the
Make his arm burned up or
Competition
something.
Hospital.
He just said it. Rachel.
Rachel.
Oh no! He didn't say no. He says say it.
Oh yeah,
because he's talking to the commish. He's talking to the commish, and he wants to know what they coined him or what his name was back in
in-
internal affairs days.
Right.
And then he says,
Why did they call him?
Because he was a rad bastard. He was a Mr.
He's-
Goody Two
he's-
Shoes.
he's
Oh,
IA,
yeah.
Yeah,
No
they
one
call him
likes IA.
Two-Face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they notice they're like hiding
Squealer.
the reveal until now. So apparently this part was CGI. They wanted to do prosthetics.
Of course it was.
I
mean,
couldn't
come
tell.
on.
I thought it was real. I thought half his face was gone.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart.
I thought he borrowed some of
He
Rachel
really-
Doggs' makeup.
He really went
He goes, "Here
to
you
the
go."
extra mile for this part.
Yeah.
He took one for the team. Let me just burn my face off.
He's like, wait, did
Right.
Christian Bale lose like 50 pounds for that other thing? He's like,
He's
I can
like,
do
let me
him
burn
better.
half my face
Let me
off.
burn
Yeah.
my goddamn
Burn
face
half
off.
my face off.
Yeah, I'm cool, guys. Just film it. It'll grow back.
Yeah. But
Okay, Commish just left the room.
In classic Hollywood actor
Classic Hollywood,
fashion,
yeah.
it will grow back.
Oh, there's me.
what, Maroney,
I'm Maroney. I'm there. I'm like, ha
look,
ha, ha.
look. He's like, you want him?
you can have him.
I can give him to you.
Wait, why do I rat? Why do I rat who out?
He knows the Joker needs to be taken out.
Right.
Oh,
At this point in
I think
time?
because he no. he
Look,
is-
look. There's
Not
Lau
just because I think because
at the
he's
top
messing
of
with
the
his
money pile.
Right.
So he says this later, but it's a sweet jump down the money pile.
Yeah.
But,
Scrooge McDuck.
Dude, the house
He
of
says that
money.
this is only his half.
his half.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the mob.
So
still
the other
has their
half is somewhere else.
And I
Right.
think that's why Mahoney. That's his name, right? Mahoney.
Maroney.
He
Maroney.
dug have his money.
I think no. That's right. I think
He's
that's why
throwing
he.
money at him.
I think that's why he gave him. I think that's why he gave him up. I think that's why he was like, you know what, this guy just
He took half our money.
Right, and so he's like, you
yeah,
know what,
and
just
take this dude
take
out.
him in. Yeah.
Yeah. If he goes away, then no one's gonna be sad.
Yeah, they'll be happy.
Yeah. Russian gangster.
I don't know why the Russian gangster
I
is
love this
concerned
part.
with his half of the money, with Joker's half.
No,
of the
he
money.
thinks it's all of it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he tells him that it's only his half.
it's a giant pile. Yeah, but he doesn't know.
And this asshole
Yeah.
is
His
the
little
best.
Accountant.
This is like one of my
nerd.
favorite parts of the movie where he's like, "Hey, I think I knew who the Batman. Kill that guy who knows who the
Yeah.
Batman is." Just like immediate. It's
Yeah.
like, oh
It-
fuck.
It is kind of weird and
And
hilarious.
the city is like so all about killing this guy. It's great.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Because he's threatening the
Killing people in
he's, No,
hospitals
he's
and-
threatening
yeah,
blowing
yeah.
up a hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
of
Right.
course. Man.
I mean, the Joker's making the rules, but I mean, you know.
and
Also,
now Joker
another
just set us
another
set
scene-
ablaze all his money, like
another alternate take
gazillion
from
bucks.
the trailer. Alternate scene from the trailer is when he's in just the shot that I like, and it's actually in their production stills that they sent out when the movie was coming out. Is the Joker just standing there, looking over his shoulder with the giant pile of money burning behind him, which they don't have that shot in this movie. It
Wait,
frustrates
where
me
did
very-
you see that shot?
Actually, it's one of my screensaver shots on my.
No, but where did you
on my
find from? What is that
screensaver.
like from a
But it's
trailer?
It's from a
or
movie production still, and it's from the original trailers.
But they don't have
Just
it
one
in
specific.
the film. They
Yeah,
don't
it's
have-
not in this movie.
Really?
It's very similar to this shot right here, which
Oh.
if they just stayed on it like a tiny bit longer,
It would have
just,
been that.
they would have just shown him standing
Yeah,
there,
right.
turning around, like looking at just showing him in a big
Oh,
pile of
really?
money
Okay.
burning.
Right.
But it's not in the movie directly, which makes me really mad. But I have it on my screensaver, so I'm happy about that.
The funny thing about this guy is like he figures out the Batman, but he gets slapped down at every single opportunity.
Well, he wants money. I mean,
Yeah.
he's getting paid for the interview.
Yeah, he's a little
right
weasel,
now.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna give away.
Look at him.
Yeah, a little rat-faced weasel. Yeah. He's like a little wuss.
Look, he's making the death threat.
Death clock right on you.
This is so cool.
Yeah. Gordon mobilizes the cops here, and they're looking for.
Can't trust half of them.
Also, Joker's starting to blow up everything now.
Yes, he's gonna go on a
Gotham
blowing up.
General.
He's trying to blow up a
rampage.
hospital
Right.
for if somebody doesn't kill this guy in the next hour.
Right. Mr. Reese. Mr. Reese.
Mr. Reese's
What?
Mysteries.
Yeah.
The Bat Pod. He called it the Bat Pod.
Yeah.
Did he call it the Bat Pod right there?
Yeah, he said Bat Pod.
Okay.
Which is a
I missed that
motorcycle.
reference. I missed that. No, he said, "Oh, the Lamborghini." Much less.
Right.
Much less.
Lamborghini in Batman colors, black and yellow.
Kind of funny.
Black and yellow. Where?
The brake liners.
Oh yeah.
Are,
Oh, really? That's funny.
yeah, you didn't notice.
I didn't notice.
Well, that car's not black. That Lambo's not black. That
It's
is
gray.
a steel or a very,
It's a very
dark
dark gray.
Yeah.
But it's got the yellow highlights on the
Right.
on the brake drums or the
Oh,
brake pads.
true. Yeah. Yellow. Duh. Okay, that's funny.
Oh, Harvey.
It's a Murciello.
Look, this is the best.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude
oh,
immediately
kill this
tries to
guy?
shoot this guy.
Yeah, let me just kill his
Blow up a
ass
hospital. You want
right now.
Yeah. Bam.
Ooh.
See,
Yes. Chaos.
that's his own fault for for being too far away and being between the layer of glass
Oh,
and the
that.
target.
You mean the guy shooting at the guy?
Yeah.
I mean, it was the
He
other
ju-
guy's fault for claiming that he knew who was trying to spill the beans on Batman on TV.
But he literally jumped the gun. He's like fired way too early.
Shot way too far and way too early.
Yeah.
He's a civilian
Yeah, that's true.
taking a shot.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it does have yellow brake liners.
Yeah. On the brake discs anyway, yeah. So it's a little reference. You just can't get away from his Batman color scheme. Oh
Man, I really wish in one of the new movies they bring back like the blue and gray.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
what
like
blue
a
and gray? What
dark
blue and
blue
gray?
and a really dark gray.
Well,
Right.
where are
You
those
can
color
make it
references
work.
from?
In the
though?
comic
Even
books.
for like one scene or one part.
Instead of yellow and
his original Batman colors from the comics back in the day.
Yeah. Because he's been lots of things. Like in the 89 movie, he was black and yellow.
yeah,
And-
that was like bright yellow, like banana yellow.
In what
Yeah.
movie?
In the original Batman with Michael Keaton.
89.
No, his belt and the symbol was yellow.
Yeah. that was
Yeah,
black and
it
yellow.
was that was the theme.
Yeah, yeah,
That-
yeah.
Right. And then if you remember the Adam West Batman, he was kind of colorful. A bit
Now-
too
That's
colorful.
the color scheme, but with darker, more
Little bit
really
darker.
like.
What
realistic
about the
colors.
Batman and Robin Batman, where he's wearing like neon raver lights or
I
whatever,
don't
like
remember that
fighting
part.
ravers or whatever?
Yeah, I tried to block that out of my memory.
He's fighting the ravers in the I think yeah.
He's got the Bat Express.
So right now they're
Never leave
like,
home without
oh,
it.
all the cops have family members in hospitals.
Okay, Berg,
so
Ramirez
they're
Berg.
way more likely to kill
Now
this
check this
dude
out.
because they're armed and ready and they know where this guy is.
So
So,
the
you got to
commi-
watch the cops because they're ready to kill this guy too because they don't want their family members getting blown up
Right.
in
Okay.
the hospital.
Oh, so the commission just got the text Ramirez Berg. Ramirez is the girl.
He's getting the watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Berg is the dude, the kid
Right.
with the shot.
Yeah.
And
here's the
Also,
now,
Ramirez, that's the girl that's in the anime short.
Javier, you had something to say about the scene between the Joker and
Yes.
Two-Face as they're
Again.
both in their own character now?
We're about an hour and 48 minutes in. It's
I love this. This is
master
the best.
manipulation here. And the
An
greatest
hour,
thing-
not a minute?
an hour and 48 minutes in.
Rachel!
Rachel! That's the infamous. Yeah.
Drink.
Everybody drink.
What
Hit
was
the
her
bell,
name?
Hit the bell. Every time we say the bell.
Rachel.
Every time somebody has Rachel, yeah.
Yeah. But he's manipulating him very well here by claiming to be the exact opposite of what he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Who is claiming to be the exact
He's telling
opposite
him
of what
exactly
he is?
who he is.
Who?
No, but
Who
he's
are you
actually
talking
claiming
about?
he's the opposite. The Joker is claiming to Harvey that everyone else is schemers. They have plans.
Oh,
which
no,
is
no, no. But
halfway true.
He's
But
lying
he-
about knowing about Rachel and everything. Yeah.
Right. But he's also claiming
But-
himself. He says, "Oh, I'm not a schemer. I don't have any plans." When all he's done this entire movie is make plans and execute them on people.
Yeah. But
Well-
the whole point is to lie to everybody and make them
Right.
always expect the unexpected when you're dealing with the Joker.
Right.
But that's
I
his
mean-
game. Like that's when I
Right.
eventually learns.
But the thing is, like,
yeah.
his game is like, and
The-
it shows
his
up
game
in
is there is no
deceiving
game.
people. No, deceiving people
his game
and
is
like working
usually
around them, like
direct
working
opposites,
them.
though. It's
Yeah.
usually whenever he's doing is obviously
He's
the direct
playing him,
opposite.
playing everybody, dude. But the best part is he plays the shit out of Harvey so hard that he turns him onto his side into like an evil bad guy character, dude.
Right.
It's awesome.
But again, it's like it's the tug of war between the Joker and Batman. They're fighting for Gotham's soul, as represented by Harvey.
Yeah.
And so what he's doing is he's pulling on Harvey. Batman had Harvey in the first half of the movie. After this shit happens,
This is fun. He's got a little dent sticker on his nightgown, on his little
Yeah.
nurse gown. That's actually hilarious. I
But
didn't
yeah,
notice that
so-
before.
the second half of the movie is Joker pulling on Dent to the dark side.
Well, I think he's already there, and he kind of like tips him over.
Right.
Because Gordon said he's like, you're not accepting the skin grafts, and you're not taking pain medication. He's living in it, dude. He's in it now. Right. He's already over there.
It was in the middle,
and with his coin and everything, and now seeing him, this whole conversation with the Joker.
Right. He finally pulls him over.
Tipped him over. That's what I mean. Yeah. He's already there though.
He was
borderline already there. Yeah.
I think he was the coin flipped on edge, and now it fell over. Right here, as he's
He just helped him. He was already over. He helped him tip him over.
Sometimes all you need is a little nudge.
You're telling me that Joker helped Harvey go over the just
right. He helped him become Two-Face.
Jump over. Okay, hop over.
He brought him over the edge into the dark.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, look, kill me.
And he does it in the most direct way possible too. It's like
he's ready. Really, the best part is he's ready to give his life for it too.
Is he though? Look where
Yeah, what's up with the thumb? I saw reference to a thumb in this revolver to the head scene. Or trigger. I saw something.
What, that he's blocking it?
I saw something. Right. Is he blocking it? Is he
There he is, but they're switching back and forth, and that's just movie magic.
His thumb is impeding. No, actually, he'd be pulling the trigger, so
he's holding the trigger, yeah.
No, he's holding the hammer.
That's not his thumb. That's his finger.
Right, his finger is holding.
But if he's holding the hammer, so even if he pulls the trigger,
it won't strike.
Right.
Ah.
I mean,
so that was a play on Two-Face.
I mean, you think he would notice that?
No, I mean he's so psychotic. I mean, he's so mad. He's so enraged.
Nah, I don't think. I don't.
I think he was playing Two-Face right there.
No,
that was actually a very good.
I like it better when he's really ready to take the hit because that just amplifies Joker to the max character.
Hammer.
No, dude, it amplifies Joker to the max character.
No, Joker. It's the impression that
he just
giving.
Fucking gave birth to a new supervillain, and he's willing to fucking take. He's
not.
He's throwing his own life out there to make it happen.
Deliberately holding the hammer.
He knows the difference between Joker and Batman, between Two-Face and Batman. Batman won't kill him.
I like it better when he's more psychotic. I'm just saying, I saw his finger on the hammer. Okay, all right. I'm sure that's a possibility. But for me, my headcanon is, for his character, I like it better when he's like, I'm ready to take the bullet.
It's better because it's like
he already turned him. Like I said, he's already over the edge. He knows he's over the edge. So
that's why he's got his thumb on the scales.
No, that's why he wouldn't be on the scales because he already knows he's over.
I have to agree, for the record, with Javier on this one. I think he was playing Two-Face, giving the impression that he did not give two shits about life and just, egging Two-Face on about, hey, what does it matter anymore? Everyone's going to die anyway, right? But at the same time, deliberately holding that hammer back on the revolver in the event that Harvey would say, in
case the wrong thing comes up.
Right.
In case the wrong
I think he was playing Harvey. Dude, you got 10 minutes ago, you guys just got telling me that this is his role in life, his mission to play everyone and anyone at all times. He is playing everyone in this movie. You just got done telling me that.
Well, I just said for my own headcanon, it would amplify Joker's character by at least 100% if he's willing to take that risk.
It would, but it's not.
But he's taking the risk for Harvey. He's
it's
turning the White Knight.
Everything he's done in the movie.
He's turning the White Knight he just turned the White Knight into the Dark Knight. Like that is a goal of his.
He turned the White Knight
and he just did it
in
the best way possible. That's why I love that scene so much.
That scene was heavily
he left it up to Harvey Dent. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "Are you with me? Are you
Harvey
not?"
Dent into thinking it was up to him.
I know, I can see that, but I don't buy the whole hammer on the finger thing. I like it. I like it better when he's like,
it's his MO. The way he's been manipulating every.
He already knows that Harvey Dent is over the edge, and that's why I was like,
audience, if you can
he just tipped him.
When you look at that one scene when Joker has the revolver up against his head and he has Harvey Dent with his finger on the trigger, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Joker is playing Harvey Dent, or do you think Joker is actually psychotic enough, to take a round? It doesn't even matter at this point for the Joker.
Right.
John Daniels.
I like it as his character to be. He's throwing it out there.
So Johnny Walker says he's just
Johnny C here turning Joker's
Bruno Diaz, yeah.
Turning Joker's willing to take the hit to make the play is
but
to
that
turn
would be the end
the
of
White
Joker.
Knight in. Yeah, but it would be the beginning of the Dark Knight, the literal Dark Knight, because Harvey Dent is their Third White Knight, and he took him down. Not only did he take him down, but he turned him onto his side at the same time.
He turned him on without having the necessary.
That's what I'm saying. He knew he was already over the edge. That's why he was willing to play that gamble, because he already knew that he was already over the edge.
I'm gonna have to refer back to your guys' previous 10 minutes ago where we all referenced that Joker's playing.
Not that he wouldn't have that already planned and set in place, but it's the fact that he's crazy enough to make that gamble on himself and the fact that he knows that Harvey Dent is already lost, that he already won.
For the record, John Daniels has to disagree. Javier.
Yeah, I think it's a further act of manipulation.
I like
he's convinced
it better the hardcore way.
Rachel!
It's not even the hardcore way. It's just, this is just the smarter way, the way Joker is. He convinces everybody he doesn't care about his own life. So it makes them scared for their own because he's
the only evidence that I see from you guys is that his finger literally is on the hammer.
The only evidence, or the smoking gun. I mean, that is the evidence. Jesus Christ!
The other piece of evidence I would like to submit is the grenades in the vest in the first mafia meeting.
What is that?
That's where he's like threatening. He's acting like he's crazy enough to blow himself up and everybody with him. Therefore,
there is a complete possibility that someone would shoot him and blow him up, and I'm willing to guess that the Joker is
they can't shoot him if we allude to the previous discussion that we had where
the Joker is willing to. That's why he's crazy. He's willing to take the gamble enough to do it. That's why he's doing the things that he's doing, because he has the balls enough to do it.
No,
he's willing to throw. He's willing to fucking walk in there with a grenade.
That was self-preservation. In the event that they try to rough him up, he would say.
So there's a small % chance that he could have got blown up. Are you telling me that those grenades were not there? That they're not active?
No, they are.
Did he not have the pin on his grenades? That he's not willing to pull it? Like, come on, what are you saying?
Self-preservation.
Bluffing. He's bluffing them.
He's playing
the game. I know.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what exactly I'm agreeing with you.
His game is not wanting to kill himself. He's giving the mere impression that he's psychotic enough. He's a genius.
That's the gamble. That's what I'm saying.
He's a genius in this movie.
Not that it's not impossible for him not to blow himself up, but that he's crazy enough to do it, and they all realize that.
The Joker's
But nobody else wants to take a hit too, yeah.
He's always been ingenious. He's always been one step ahead of the curve. He's always tried to outsmart Batman. In many cases, he did.
For me, he's crazy enough to take the hit.
All right. We have Johnny C on the record. We have
Johnny C, Bruno Diaz. Joker. Making the big plays.
Okay, so Johnny C says that Joker is willing to off himself.
If you're walking in with a grenade, if you're walking into
self-preservation, that's self-preservation. No one's gonna.
What are you talking about? If you're walking into a room with a grenade,
just listen for 1
second. If you're walking into a room with a grenade and you're ready and willing to pull the pins, are you telling me you're not ready and willing to pull the pins?
That was a show, so they wouldn't attack.
It's a gamble.
There is no gamble. He was walking away.
There's no gambles for the Joker.
There really isn't.
Isn't there a guy in this movie called Gamble? Isn't there a character named Gamble?
Yeah, one of the gangsters, I believe. But the point is, he's always got his thumb on the scales. Yeah. Even though he acts like it's chaotic.
He's always got his thumb on the trigger so he doesn't get shot. Okay. Yeah. That's lame. That's not as fun.
I'm sorry we broke it to you, Johnny Walker.
That Joker's not as fun to me. So for me, I like my headcanon better.
Okay,
that's fine.
It's everyone's interpretation. And
it's open up for interpretation.
Guys,
while we were arguing about this, we missed a whole other.
We missed the whole plot. Act. We're now going from Act 2 into Act 3. So
are you guys not watching Batman? Tell Gordon.
No, but
Batman. You mean Pretty Boy Mayor? Whatever.
Nestor Carbonell, the actor. Anyway, we're missing the point where the surveillance mechanism is in place.
Dude, there's me. I'm getting into my. Car right now.
You know, I like this. Nice touch. He's got the cane.
Dude, yeah, his leg is broken. This is my favorite part of the movie.
Right here. Pinky ring as well.
Two-Face is created. He's ready to go. He's using the coins. He's got his revolver.
Right.
Well, I think.
Look again, not phased. He's just taking it all.
Dude, that's me.
Yeah.
My favorite Maroni is the fucking highlight of this movie.
Dude, that's me. I swear to God.
Right.
Look, now he's telling him he made you.
This is not the pivotal scene where Two-Face becomes Two-Face. There was a bar scene before this scene where he offs a off-duty cop or a
I know. I said
cop.
This is my favorite scene.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just furthering that theme. But it also goes to show how far he is willing to stick with the coin, but also how flexible he can be within that system.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying he's sticking to his guns.
Johnny C., when you're saying you're willing to take the hit, I think Two-Face, where he shoots the driver here, is willing to take the. He doesn't care about. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like he went to the edge with Joker.
Two-Face agrees to.
You telling me Two-Face is crazier than Joker? Is that what you're telling me?
Possibly. He's definitely not as deep.
Look, Javier just said possibly.
I don't know You guys just
Javier,
undid your whole argument right there.
No,
Not at all.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Reinforced it.
The Joker is insanity. The Two-Face is not.
No,
Two-Face is chance.
No, he's not actually. He is now. He wasn't before. But he's the central point. He's the focus between chance and order and chaos. That's chance, blind chance.
He's willing to take the hit to make the play, which he just did. He's like, he's like, Maroney, you're safe. You got heads. Your driver, no. Yeah. And he's willing to fucking take the crash. He shot the dude, no hesitation. Right. I don't even know if he was seatbelted or if he had a seatbelt on. He did?
Yeah. He did.
Oh, okay, good. Nice touch.
Yeah. All right, guys. Enter scene.
That's self-preservation.
We're now on. Everyone's on the individual boat on the ferries. Yeah, there's two ferries. One with criminals, one with just regular people going to go see Staten Island, where the fuck they're gonna go.
The ferries and game theory.
Yeah. So
if Two-Face can fucking do that shit, then yeah, Joker, no problem. Not even in a second thought.
If you say so.
I agree to disagree, Johnny Walker.
Let this go in the interest of progression in the movie.
Yeah, let's move on to the next topic.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Next topic. Anyway, game theory here.
Rachel. Sonar theory.
Yeah. What are we at? We're at 2 hours now. 2 hour mark of the movie. And
Debo just made his appearance.
From Friday.
R.I.P. Tiny Lister Jr.
Wait, R.I.P.
I believe he's passed on.
No.
Yeah.
Debo?
Yeah.
No.
From when?
I don't think he's died.
Can you please we're going to cheat here, guys. We normally don't do any of this Google bullshit while we're doing our podcast, but why not?
We kind of have to.
Really? Well, no, right now.
I don't see no problem in it.
Go ahead and read off some stats that someone else did for you. Go, read.
Yep.
But I am curious to see what the RIP is.
Yes, I will take
Pretty sure you had your phone out earlier.
That was a picture of my notes for the revenue.
Same thing.
I guess.
Tom Lister Jr., American character actor.
Did he pass away?
No, apparently not.
Debo's still alive? What are you talking about?
Come on, Javier.
You can't be throwing that around out there like that, man.
You
Come
just
on.
said,
You gotta
dude, the guy.
You gotta check your facts
death
before
on him,
Yeah,
man.
you can't be saying people are dead when they're not.
Dude.
That's the worst.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing you can do to somebody.
That's a fax pause, or as you would state, a faux
I like to apologize directly to
sorry,
Debo.
Debo. Yeah, man, sorry, dude. You are well and alive, and
that's my bad.
Sorry for the fax pause.
Say his name.
Say it. Say it.
Tiny Lister Jr.
What?
Tiny Lister. What?
Tiny Lister Jr.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Debo.
gotcha.
Fifth Element. Friday.
Yeah.
Love it. Debo.
All right. Okay, next topic, guys.
Not dead.
Yeah, not dead, guys. Sorry. All right, someone say something.
Someone is saying something.
So, okay. Batman is now, he's basically got his crosshairs on Joker using the sonar technology. He's going to leverage
He
Lucius
hijacked
Fox.
the bus people from the hospital, took a whole bus full of people.
Right.
And took them.
And
how are these inmates on the ferry? I don't
know.
They're transporting them probably to Rikers Island or wherever the hell they're going.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. Because Gordon actually laid it out while we were busy arguing that they were all connected with the Joker or Two-Face in some way. Some of them were cops, were people that Harvey locked up. Some of them were known associates of the Joker, so they're trying to get him out of there because they think they're going to be involved in the plans.
Oh, that's why they're on the ferry.
Right.
Missed that. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we were busy arguing about other things. And randomly attributing deaths to wrong people.
That guy's right. We're not going to talk about blowing up the other side.
Right.
Wait. What
this
do you
is
mean?
I love this.
So Johnny C, where would you be? Would you want to blow up the criminals, or would you want to? If you
I'm with the dude that's like, why are we even listening to this dude?
wait. What dude? What dude?
Joker is claiming to blow up both of you if you don't blow up one or the other.
So what would you do?
Which is the same thing he did when he was recruiting mafia members. When he's like, hey, I only got one member left, but there's three of you.
So you would,
or there's one spot open, but there's three of you. So kill each other in order to gain some random crazy person's approval or affection.
So would you blow the other ship up?
Of living, and at that point you say no. I am not going to blow up other people because some random other person says that I have to. Because I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. Yeah,
you would die
if it meant me blowing somebody else up. If we all
somebody criminals,
you just decked that girl real good.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Two-Face came into line with Ramirez. Sorry,
Martinez, you racist.
Hey,
you are a racist.
Ramirez.
Everyone looks Mexican
from the anime short.
Build
he
that
just
wall.
decked her real good because he found out that she was in fact
Did
in
you
cahoots.
just say MAGA?
She was in fact in cahoots with the
Okay, so Lopez got punched in the face by Two-Face. Now,
Yeah,
but back to the original. So you would not blow up the other ship, try to play in some guy's mind game.
Yeah. The
Okay.
people are right.
Right. But
That guy, the very first thing the guy said, he's like, "We're not even going to talk about this. It's not even an option."
But everyone yells about it, so they kind of have to.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a lot of paper in a very short time. Look at this.
So they're
one
taking
guy.
tallies. They're voting
Right.
Yeah.
on whether or not we should blow each other up or not. And at that point, I would just jump off the ferry.
Oh yeah. Well, what if it's like sub-zero water? You go into hypothermia.
No, I think he said that it's
If
like
everyone
what
tries to
being
get
watched.
off.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah,
If anyone jumps off, they blow it up.
They'll blow it up. Yeah.
And you would still jump off,
You can't listen to terrorists, man.
dude. You would jeopardize the lives of everybody on that
You
ship.
gotta jeopardize. You gotta jeopardize the life of yourself. You gotta take the Joker route and be able to take the hit to make the play.
Too bad that's not the Joker route.
Yeah. Anyway, so Batman's breaching the building before the cops do because once again the Joker has reversed it. Everyone done a reversal where
Can't be living on, and to
and
help my point is the Joker says it. He's like, you can't. He's like, you're trying to tell me this is order. This is either or. He's like, no, it's whatever. That's his point.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Batman is looking through all the
Right.
floors through solar technology here.
We
Everyone's
missed it
cell
while we were
phone.
arguing, but Lucius Fox has some real ethical problems with this technology.
Oh yeah,
But he's
everybody
like-
does.
But he's helping Batman with it. In fact, our government has similar technology, but he's
No, the
helping Batman-
government has this technology on us right now.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Alexa?
They're watching us.
Syria abrogate my constitutional rights. Anyway,
Siri.
what's happening is
Did you say Syria or Siri?
Siri.
so Batman's
Actually,
Obligate my
both.
constitutional rights.
yeah.
That is a great joke. Yes, thank you. What did she say? Have you said that to her?
I don't know.
Oh, damn, you got it, man.
What?
Jimmy,
What? I
you
don't
coming
know.
out here at
What's
empty rounds.
newfangled telecommunications devices.
All right, guys.
When I
Next,
was a
next,
kid-
next.
When I was a kid, we just had tin cans and telegrams. I mean,
Oh, that's true. Jay, way back in the day when you used to communicate with those tin cans, I mean,
Yes.
using GPS and everything nowadays.
anyway, there's no time for that now. Anyway, they breach the building. They know that Two-Face has threatened Gordon's family. That's where the phone call came in. Batman's busy trying to deal with the situation here where the cops are trying to kill the wrong people.
Yeah, they're all tied up and like guns taped to their hands and sit in front of windows to make sure to make it seem like they're the terror.
It's a Joker's classic reversal.
Make sure they're like the
Which means
Joker's clowns.
I want to bring up like this point I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but one fan theory is that the way the Joker rid the explosives, if one of the fairies had tried to blow up the other one, they would have blown themselves up.
Really?
What do you mean that's a fan
Wait,
theory?
what? I never even.
Where's the basis of this theory and why are we talking about it?
Well, it's because of the Joker's typical reversal. He keeps lying to people about what he is intending to do, and he usually delivers
So
the
that's
opposite.
a theory. What evidence do you
Just
have
based on
besides that?
Just based on his behavior. That's all.
That's only that. Nothing based on the movie evidence that they give you.
Right.
Okay, then that's
That's what I said.
that's jumping to conclusions. I would assume.
Jumping into- that's what I said. It's just a fan theory.
That's the headcanon.
I'll have to agree with Johnny C. Bruno Diaz on that one. I mean,
It's a
yes,
reach.
one could think
That's
that.
headcanon right there. That's
Yeah.
me and you. That's me
I didn't see
arguing
it.
the other point that we were arguing earlier.
It's a bit of a
Oh,
stretch.
yeah.
I mean, yes, I
The
get it.
splat gun is back from earlier in the movie.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, that's
splatter gun.
cool.
But yeah, it's just someone's fan theory or a point that raised. It's a
Look,
possibility.
look, Debo's the right. He does it.
Dude, Debo's a traitor.
No,
He's like, hey.
and he's a prisoner, and he's the most morally.
Right.
This girl's like,
Right.
go ahead, blast him.
Right, but everyone's
And you're
saying-
supposed to want to blow up the inmates
So-
because they're just inmates, criminals.
Right.
It's
Again,
easy
Joker
easy
psychology.
choice to make.
Dude,
yeah.
I would. So anyway,
I mean, yeah.
So
Depending on the type of inmate, I'd probably blow myself too.
So
well,
that
the thing it's not full of pedophiles and rapists. It's full of just gangsters. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
those
mean-
poor gangsters.
Aw.
They only killed how many people?
I know,
Aw.
for money.
They only
Yeah.
sold drugs to
Yeah.
people who couldn't
Just to the
afford them.
kids, you know, just to the kids.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't
okay.
sell to adults. I only sold.
Javier, any more?
I don't want it in schools.
Any more infamous
Yeah.
fan theory /
No.
jump to conclusion items you want to address?
I mean, that theory makes sense, but if there's no like
There's no evidence,
physical,
there's
Well, there's no
visual
inference.
evidence
There's
for
no
it, then,
inference in the
then
movie.
yeah, whatever.
I mean,
Anyway,
That's just like interpretation.
the first rule of film criticism is the film
Kill
text
that dude.
is your Bible. He's not dead. They're all
you
hanging
didn't
out.
kill him. They're hanging by the
The
wire.
film is your Bible.
Yeah, the film. The first rule of criticism is the text is your Bible.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So if there's no evidence for it in the text, you can't definitively say something one way or the other.
That's what I said.
I know. I'm agreeing with you there. I'm just bringing
Keep saying it. Say it again in another way. You got one more. Come on.
I agree with you.
Rachel, wait. So, are you stating that it could be a possibility, Johnny C? Yes. I mean, one could interpret it as that Joker had planned.
You can interpret almost anything as anything.
Right.
It's
I mean,
up to the person and the viewer.
Entire field of criticism. It's like half of what we're doing here is you can interpret things the way you want. However, at the end of the day,
where do you get those dogs from?
He got them from the
He
Russian
punched
gangster.
the shit out of that dog.
Dude, I know no animals were harmed during the making of this film. I swear to God, he just tossed that dog.
That was not a stuffed
goddamn-
animal.
Yeah.
Look, he just hits him with pipes.
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome. That
like,
is
like the Killing Joke.
Brutal.
Is it a crowbar?
That's a nod.
Yeah.
That's a total nod.
Right.
He's got the pipe, dude. It looks just like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What nod to who?
Killing Joke is a comic
Famous comic book.
animated movie that they
The
adapted.
Joker beats the shit out of Robin with a crowbar.
Yeah.
and
Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't.
You got to go read that. Seriously.
Did not
Killing
know
Joke, classic Batman.
that. Speaking of Batman comics, I mean the ones that are originally when I was a kid, they had Detective.
They're like, oh shit, Debo's getting up.
Yeah.
Dude, Debo is a little traitor.
No, I got
What?
nothing, man.
Look, he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. See, even Debo says like, you don't know how to take a life. Like, I can do it.
Well, again, it's the Joker's
Let me pull the trigger.
pitting the forces of order and chaos against each other, or so.
Little
he
did
thinks.
he know that the prisoners have been reformed,
Are more humane than he thinks.
are more humane than civilians that are ready and
Also,
willing
this
to
guy-
blow each other up.
Maybe
to
just
Well,
that
no, this
one
guy
Debo.
make
is
themselves
ready, but he's
survive.
not
Maybe
willing.
just Debo is.
He talks a good game. This guy, Baldy here, he talks a good game about how he wants to blow them up, but then he actually
He wants
can't
someone
do
to do it, but
then
he
he
don't
can't-
want to do it.
He can't do it himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he
Debo,
can't.
on the other hand, is like, yo,
Yeah. Debo,
what the fuck?
Yo, give me that.
So it's
Exactly.
like, make
All
the
right.
play, can't make the play, take the hit.
So
can't take the
Joker
hit.
just, I think he stabbed Batman.
How do you get him in a net?
Well, they
Yo,
were
at this
fighting.
point,
They
turn
were
it off,
fighting.
dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, the sonar.
Yeah, is there not an off button on that thing?
I
You
know, it
don't
just
need that to
confused
see,
me.
asshole. It's like you already know where he is in the building.
I thought about that too. I was
Yeah,
like,
or
wait a
it's
just,
second.
silly. It's silliness.
Standard night vision goggles might work a little better.
I think it's the only way to make Joker more of a intimidating villain towards Batman.
just
If he's a
confuse
little
me
more
as Batman.
combobulating,
Yeah,
or
like-
combobulated to where he can't fight the Joker, regular one hand on hand. Otherwise, he'd just punch him out in one hit, probably.
Oh God, here's
Yeah.
Debo whispering.
Yeah, he should have done what he did 20 minutes ago. What the first guy said.
Right.
What? He should
Is
have.
don't even think about it. Don't even listen to that shit.
Right.
Oh, really?
Dude, he
You
threw
want
it
shit
out
to
of the
happen?
window.
Fuck
He
you.
does.
Oh, you just threw it out
Yeah.
the window, dude. Now you got to beat Debo up for doing that.
So what you're saying?
Guess
is
what?
Criminal justice system.
Even the
works?
guard is sad. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, damn, no choice.
Right. Well, the choice has been made or executed for you.
Yeah,
No
no, but
being
the
fireworks.
point was that he didn't pull it.
Right. And again, he won't pull it here, and that's really just throws. For once, Gotham throws a winch.
Yeah,
at the
and
Joker.
Jimmy, your theory is completely debunked right now. It's because if neither of them went off, then both of them should have gone off, right?
Wait,
No. The
why
theory
is the
was
theory
that it's the
debunked?
key if you blow up another one.
Oh, that both of them go off.
No.
If you blow up another one, it blows up yourself. That was the theory.
That both of them blow it up.
No. As if someone tries. The thing in the dinners was you're blowing up the other boat, right?
And it blows up yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah, instead of
that's
blowing
what
up the other one, it blows up
That's
yourself.
dumb.
That's
It
what
should
we're
blow up
talking
both of you.
Why would it
Yeah.
blow up both of you?
Because that would be more Joker-like. That's
No.
what I thought you were talking about.
More Joker.
That's even
blow yourself
worse.
up.
I
trying
know,
to-
That's even a worse theory.
that's what I'm
All right,
telling
never
you.
mind. Moving on.
Dude, you
Moving
guys
on.
are harped on this one
Anyway,
imaginary.
Well,
moving
that's
on.
the whole
I don't
point.
even want to call it a goddamn theory.
Nah,
It's
dude,
some
that's the whole
asshole.
point
out
of
of
this whole
speculation.
20 minutes of this last. That's the whole point of this last 20 minutes
Moving
of
on.
this movie is
no one pulls the trigger, so it doesn't. So moving on.
is
No one pulls
what
the trigger.
or who or why you would pull the trigger on the other boat. Like that's
So-
Joker's.
So
That's
to,
the whole point of the
paraphrase-
climax of the movie, really.
So to paraphrase,
Yeah.
the
He just
spiky
threw
thing-
Joker off the
Yeah.
building. Cool.
So he can smash a dude in a garbage truck into a ceiling, but he has to save the
Right.
Joker.
well, he wants justice. He wants the Joker to be behind bars. He wants to get him to learn his lesson. He wants, he wants to show the community that hey, this guy's been brought to justice.
I think he should do a public execution on the Joker.
No. What he's doing
Batman
is he's
should
trying
really
to
pull
demonstrate
the
the triumph
swing the
of
goods,
order over
swing the
chaos.
axe. I love the shot though, where it goes upside down and the
Right,
right
that's
side
great.
up.
yeah,
That's
very
good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, very
Similar to the end of the original Batman.
right.
Ooh,
And also similar to the Joker's newscast when he had the newscaster guy upside down.
Oh yeah.
Wait a second. Okay, original
Way back.
Batman. When was the upside down scene in the cathedral at the very end?
Right.
Well, when he's hanging off the ladder.
Right.
but not upside down though. But it is like hanging in the
So
wind
it's
in
not.
the background.
It's
Jack
yeah.
Nicholson is just kind of hanging off the building.
Okay, okay.
The
And
camera
then-
doesn't turn, but he's upside down.
And then Javier, you referenced something else. Another.
But he's turning it right side up because he's showing that the Joker
yeah.
is upside down and right side up at the same time.
Yeah. If you remember the
Symbolism.
the newscaster that Joker kidnapped who was delivering the message, he was hanging upside down
Yeah,
in the Joker's little
that he
video.
got on the bus that he took off after the hospital.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so he's talking about trying to break Gotham's spirit. And then he's talking about how he manipulated Harvey Dent. And then
Yeah.
again, they keep coming back on this theme. The heroic things that Harvey done apparently get undone if he steps over the line and does something bad, because there's this
Yeah.
the Joker's not gonna risk
That's not enough.
he's not gonna risk Gotham by
He's always,
fighting
got
Batman.
an ace up his sleeve, basically.
Right.
I mean, literally.
He has a
He's
a
got
plan.
you could say he's got his thumb on the hammer.
Ha! He does have his thumb on the hammer.
I guess not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Johnny C still disagrees.
Anyway, moving on.
The whole point.
he pushed
One
and
of my
manipulated-
favorite parts of Joker is he's having fun in the chaos,
Right.
and so if he's not,
He is
then
having,
that's not as fun.
He's
he's
playing
having loads of
them.
fun, but he's also having loads of fun playing people, manipulating
That's
people.
not as fun as him playing
Huh?
both
Hey
sides.
guys, who
Hey,
the hell was it? Jared
that's just
Leto
like
that also
your
did
opinion,
Joker
man.
in
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto. Let's never speak of that again.
Okay, that was the official last time we mentioned that.
Anyway,
This bird is baked.
Where's that from?
When he blows up a helicopter or something in the
Is that what he
movie.
says?
That's what he says, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay,
He
yeah.
said
never,
this bird
yeah.
is baked,
Yeah,
yeah.
please.
Yeah,
That's
And he
it.
says it really bad too. It's not even really like clever or
Oh,
cheesy. Or,
Jeez.
Oh,
It's
It's
so
just-
real.
It's just
and
kind of
bad.
bad, yeah.
So Gordon's gone looking for his family.
Dude,
Dent's
Suicide
overpowered
Squad,
him.
terrible movie.
I saw bits and parts of it. All I saw was Will Smith
you
like
weren't messing with
fake a shot.
Why is
to
Harvey Dent
Harley
after his
Quinn.
family?
because
Well, he needs-
Gordon failed to protect Rachel.
Yeah, he was late. He
Yeah.
should have jumped the curb like
He was
30
late-
blocks over.
He was late to the party, and so yeah, Dent's been driven over the edge.
I love this. I love Two-Face in this movie.
Yeah,
He's
He's
right,
good.
man. I'm
He's good.
all Two-Face in this movie.
you wouldn't justify yourself, and then lost family. He's got his family hostage because he lost his own family. It would have been because she did accept his proposal, I guess, before she died.
He's like, yeah, just let me shoot your wife and then burn your face off, and then let me see if you're all right.
Yeah,
We'll call it even.
more or less. It's just, but that's again like Two-Face is like between.
Yeah, and then you
Joker
can tell
and
me you're
Batman.
sorry. Love it.
He's like part of the chaos of destruction and chaos and death.
Well,
but
he embraced the chaos.
But he's also rigidly adheres to his code of order with the coin, pure chance. That's
No,
a
it's
set of
a-
rules for him,
Well,
It's a
before it
constraint.
was pure order because he controlled the coin,
right?
and then Joker made him realize that it's pure chaos, which he embraced even more
But then
because
he
the Joker
but then he snaps back into
controlled
order.
him into that.
he
Hey, guys,
listens
when?
to the coin. Right now, he's gonna.
No, the
listen
coin
to-
is chaos.
No, the coin is blind chance, but he has
That's
to listen to the coin.
chaos.
That's an order. That's the respecting the rule of the coin is respecting a kind of order,
But that's just
even if it is chaotic.
I find that basis off his old character. That's just the
he follows the rules. The rules are really different now.
the
but he still
rules of
follows
his
them.
old character.
Right, but that's order. Following the rules is the definition of order.
He's praising the chaos.
But
All right.
he's both. That's the contradiction.
That's
in
the
nature of-
Two-Face. I know. He's Two-Face.
Right. That's why he's between Batman. He's between Joker, literally.
Hey guys, Aaron Eckhart. What the hell else was he in?
Yo,
He was
Battlefield LA.
He
Not
was-
Battlefield Earth with John Travolta.
No, he was in I Frankenstein, which is a massive disappointment for me
Look,
because
right now he's trying to tell the Joker. Look.
What? They can't see anything. What?
He tried to say that the Joker created him.
right we're at 2 hours and 17 minutes, and about what's fair. He yells it, so he's still about the order. Even if he's about the chaos, he's still about the order.
Yeah.
He's the collision of order and chaos. He's
I think earlier in the movie, one of the lines is, "Chaos is fair."
No. I know what scene you're talking about. I actually know. I jotted it down. Let me see if I can find it here. I wrote it down. I was like, okay, that's what.
Is it the opposite?
No. Hold on, let me see.
Is it? It's not chaos, but it's
He's-
fair.
He said I think he's telling whoever. I think the Joker is. He says the agent of chaos.
right.
Well, come on, man. You gotta.
That's
Say,
what it
if
is.
you're gonna
He's
tell me
an
what
agent.
it is, you gotta tell me. You can't say it. You know specifically what it is if you can't tell me.
Agent of chaos. That's what he says.
But so not
You
chaos
have
is
it in
fair.
your notes?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's the line. I'm an agent of chaos.
No, the line about fairness is what I'm referring to.
As far as I know, it
Oh, you
does.
don't remember
we'll,
that part?
We'll have to go back and look through it. Again.
Okay.
He doesn't claim to be fair though. He claims to be an agent of chaos.
That's
What
I was trying to say is that they reference that specifically as saying that chaos is fair.
No, he says the coin is fair, blind chance is fair. That's not chaos. That's a 50-50. That's a.
I think Joker says chaos is fair.
Right.
Dude, he just shot back.
I could be wrong though.
Right. Then he flips the coin again.
Yeah. See,
like I said, unlike
taking
Joker,
the hit, dude.
he doesn't have his thumb on the
that's
willing to take the
Two-Face,
hit to make the
not
play.
Joker.
Thumb on the trigger is like small fry play, dudes. Man, like we're talking about like people that are living in Gotham.
Well, see, no, but that's the thing. Harvey Dent is the people living in Gotham. He's the one fighting for a soul, or who's now lost that battle probably.
Yeah, he's already over.
Yeah, but the Joker already knew where he was from the beginning, and once Batman began, he knew where he was.
No, Joker helped him turn to the other side.
Right. So now he's
Tell him it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Flip that coin.
And then
Batman wakes up and like takes him off the.
I want to see if he was gonna live or die.
He lives.
Nah, man, that's not ground rules. That's not fair play.
I gotta agree with Johnny Walker in that one.
Yeah.
The coin fell.
I don't even think Two-Face would take that play.
Wouldn't he though? I don't know, man.
Well, he might.
Nah, dude, he'd be like, nah.
It's all
I
chance.
catch the
it goes
coin.
back to,
Yeah. And then Batman.
If he's flipping a coin, the dude who flips a coin for his like enemy like supervillain basis is gonna take the floor hit to decide. I don't think so.
He is crazy. Anyway,
Come
so
on,
here's
guys.
where we
Come
start.
on.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, so here's where you start to see the This is the end result of all their machinations, and it's they've fallen out of the light. They've literally fallen. Batman's literally fallen.
I mean, these are all very basic.
Right. But the battle for Gotham's soul, and now they're talking about it, and they're like post-mortem me.
I do love it, but at the same time, it is all very basic symbolism, and it's just like,
But that is what
light
makes it
and dark,
effective.
good and bad. The good guy's the bad guy.
Have you never read
is
comic books?
is the good
Johnny
guy the
C,
bad guy?
It's intricate symbology, and I just made that word up.
Symbology. Okay, I believe it.
Symbology is the word. But anyway,
Wait.
here's where Gordon gets corrupted right now.
How?
Yeah, he is. He goes along with the lie.
Oh, he follows the lie.
He does. He follows
But,
the lie.
but
And
that's
that comes-
Batman's lie, though. He's always with Batman. He
Right.
think
Oh
that,
shit,
think
you're
that
right. He
even
is
above
corrupted
the-
because Harvey Dent is a murderer, and he's
Right.
not gonna spill the beans. So he
Right.
is corrupted. He's
Yeah.
officially.
Yeah.
He's.
But he's only-
He's
He's only corrupted
just
by
a-
Batman, though. He's
he's
not
just-
corrupted by the mob.
only.
No, he's corrupted by his ideals, which is the sad part of it, the heartbreaking part of it, is that he's trying, in order to like carry out these ideals, he's forced to
But he-
compromise himself.
but
and that
he-
comes back to bite
He
them
did that
in the
with
next movie.
Batman.
Somewhat, and it's just the inevitable
Because
conclusion of
Batman's like, I'm going to take the hit to make the
Right.
play. And then
Right.
and
But Gordon
Gordon's
backs
like, I'm going to let you.
that. Gordon backs that play, and that's the
Exactly.
important part. That's the corruption. That's the
I mean,
give up
that
the
is,
truth.
I mean, it's a corruption of character, sure.
yeah.
But
It's a
he knows
corruption.
what it is.
So they're
yeah.
not the pure guardians. They don't stand for necessarily the truth or the light anymore. They stand for their own means, their own ends, and they're literally willing to bend the truth to achieve their aims, which comes back to bite them in the next movie.
Yeah, which is the point
That's
of
the point.
a lot of things.
Well, that's but like I said, that's the corruption here.
Of humanity.
That's the whole theme. The theme that follows along the corruption, destruction of your ideals. They're gonna hunt him now. I do love the intricating they do with this, the montage they do back and forth.
Dude, he didn't
He's-
He didn't break the little signal.
He's
Nah.
breaking it.
You're gonna break steel? Okay, there he goes. He knocked it down.
He knocked it into the glass. But
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
But
but they're having this conversation.
in my case,
all
for,
these things are happening while they're talking.
Michael Caine, that little traitor's burning that love note.
I know, he's like, damn, this will probably like make him a little bitch or something.
Right.
Dude. And then Lucius, speaking of little bitch, Lucius Fox types in his little
He's like,
name.
that's too much power for anybody
This
to
is
have, even
too
the Batman.
dangerous.
So I would argue
I think
Lucius
my
Fox
bow
is
tie will help everybody.
probably
Lucius-
the most incorruptible here because he's the one that sticks to his principles.
Dude, he's a little
Yeah.
wuss.
So I think he's probably a good.
He did get Batman caught, though.
Yeah,
What?
but he's pretty much got the moral high ground there.
All right, so now we got Batman running away
Fumble
into
away.
the shadows.
He kind of fumbled around a little
and
bit.
the kid is asking, "Hey, why is he going? You know what's
Because
wrong? Blah blah
he's
blah."
Not the hero Gotham. We have to chase
Because
him.
we have to chase him.
Yeah.
Then they stick the dogs on him.
Right. Again with the dogs. There's a running theme through this movie. Batman has trouble with dogs.
Yeah, it bit
No,
him.
he's
That's
fighting
the first thing he
something-
did.
Yeah.
And then he like kicked that. He like totally decked that other dog.
Right. Because nerves.
See, he says it.
Not the one that needs. Yeah, see,
Oh, he explains it to the kid. Yeah, he breaks it down. I got you. Yeah.
So we'll hunt him,
because he can.
and Batman's cool with that.
Right, he's clear with line. He's clear with line to everybody. He's just like
again symbolism with the Joker.
Right. He's
for my point. Sorry,
he's actually come around to being like the Joker, where the Joker's willing to lie to manipulate people. They're trying to lie to manipulate the public, just if only to try to make them believe in the good again.
Yeah.
But the fact that they did that—that's
the third movie, I know.
Yeah. And credits are about to roll in a second here.
2 hours 24 minutes.
Dark Knight rolling in.
Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. One of my new favorite directors.
Screenplay by Christopher Nolan and I missed
Jonathan Nolan.
Nolan.
His brother.
Yeah.
Produced by Emma Thomas, whoever that is.
What's up with the black?
I don't know why it keeps flickering back from
I
black
blame
screen
IMAX.
I blame TV. Yeah.
TV, never.
I blame the IMAX shooting.
There's nothing wrong with this TV.
There's lots. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Batman created
by Bob Kane.
Yeah.
Back when? In the 40s?
1930s, yeah.
30s,
yeah. It was, Dude, 60s was Adam West. He was number 3, I think, on the Batman list. There were 2 before him, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm in the comics.
Comics were made back in the 30s, yeah.
So what'd you guys think? I mean,
I love it.
Aside from all the disagreements during the actual
movie. Well,
it's
easier to start getting into disagreement when you're drunk trying to talk about what you feel about or how you passionately feel about characters that are presented on screen.
So, just curious, if you had to rank this one out of the 3 between among Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises,
this is my favorite one for sure.
Yeah,
Batman Begins is great. I love it, but it is just the beginning. My favorite parts of usually every story are the middle part where the characters just get to be themselves and flow. It's not the beginning. It's not the end. They're just being themselves, doing their thing. Temple of Doom, shout out.
Javier.
They're in the moment here.
Yeah, they're just kind of doing their thing.
Batman,
yeah, he's just being Batman in his prime, doing his thing, fighting the Joker. The only movie where he gets to fight the Joker in these movies.
Right.
So, and it was done almost perfect. Yeah, it was great.
Well, I like it. Yeah, it's because it managed to get that grounded effect. There's like a grounded superhero movie, very realistic,
very believable.
And it doesn't go off the rails. It doesn't.
Besides all the crap that I talked about it.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily go off the rails. And then later on, like Iron Man, like I said, Iron Man was the same year. Then the Marvel Universe kicks off, and suddenly it's Magic Hammer.
I love that though. I love that Iron Man is the same as this because this movie was a continuation of the 2005, I think, the Batman Begins. So like that.
But it's like
honestly almost kickstarted Iron Man in a way. Because it's like, yo, we got Batman coming back in a big way. He's beginning. Bruce Wayne, Tony Stark, very similar type of characters in a way. Easier sell, I would assume, for the public. Two of the execs and be like, yo, he's just like Batman. Like that's the easy sell.
Is it that no one even heard of Iron Man? But then
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the easy. That's the easy sell. Is like he's like Batman.
Javier, if you had to rank him, what would you rank this among the 3?
I have to concur with
Johnny
Bruno
C.
Diaz.
Johnny C. Bruno Diaz.
It's my favorite just because it is that inflection point where it's got the grounded psychology and it actually examines the characters and how they behave toward each other and what their goals and motivations are.
Yeah.
Well, you've also got Batman running around doing crazy things. But
Also,
it's not like flying in space or anything, you know. It's
and
less
it's
of a grounded Batman.
the most iconic characters, Batman and Joker, done in like a great way, and it's set up in the first movie too.
Right.
So where he's like already alive in that world. So
right, he already exists there.
Yeah.
And then I think that part of the reason the third one went off the rails is because they kind of try to keep it grounded, but Batman's story just does kind of get kind of crazy. And then we get the whole Justice League debacle, and that's just other things.
All that other stuff.
I mean, all right, so
Batman 3, Dark Knight Rises,
well, that one I hate.
That's a whole other thing I could talk about.
I could hate that one. But so for me, I usually like the source, the background stories. For example, if I'm comparing, Terminator to T2, I pick Terminator. I know everyone has their preference. Even Alien versus Aliens, I pick Alien on that one. So I'm like about the whole background, the whole history, the source, the origin of how this story came about. This movie is amazing. I love this movie. I think it's a must own, right?
Well, the whole trilogy is must own.
Dark Knight Rises.
You could skip Dark Knight Rises.
You could actually
have a good time with the first two.
Yeah, you could totally skip Dark Knight. Yeah, you could watch Dark Knight Rises on like Fox 5.
That's only because it never ends. If you only have the first two, the story never ends.
So if I had to pick between this one and Batman Begins, because Dark Knight Rises is obviously just off the table for me. It'd be really tough. And to be honest with you, I'd have to watch Batman Begins here, recent in the near future to kind of really make a true comparison. It's been a number of years since I've seen it.
Oh, really?
It's been a while. I mean, I remember it clearly. I know Liam Neeson is amazing. They had the whole Ra's al Ghul, and even Scarecrow had a pivotal role within that movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
So that was a really amazing.
Where was his bat sonar in this movie? I think I could have used.
It
could have been very effective against the Joker.
What? Yeah, let me use my sonar while the Joker's 5 feet away from me and he's got dogs sticking.
Yeah, it's literally the same scene. He's in a corridor with a giant tower elevator shaft type thing. Just call your bats.
If I had to pick,
call your bats to take the Joker out of there and you'd be fine.
For this,
clearly you took the bats.
Just joking, but yeah, literally, like, where's the bat sonar? Come on.
I don't know. For this round, I mean, I guess because this is like fresh in my head, I could at this point in time pick Dark Knight over Batman Begins.
But
again,
flip a coin.
Exactly. Yeah, who's got a coin? Yeah, who gets a coin? No, that's how good they are. It's literally a coin toss.
Is it a two-headed coin or a black and white coin?
Black and white. Are you racist? So anyway, it's really hard for me. But I guess at this point in time, I could pick Dark Knight over Batman Begins, again, just because it's fresh in my head. Saw it on Blu-ray, just watched it on Blu-ray. It's been repeated, and we've talked through the themes of this movie, the intricacies, different plots. So I would agree with you guys. Yes, this could easily be the top scene or the top movie out of the trilogy between or among Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Only thing that's missing is a little bit more Joker, maybe violence.
Violence, I got you. Joker, what do you mean?
Well, Joker violence towards Batman, I guess.
Well, it's a function of the PG-13 rating.
Yeah, that too. And the IMAX switching to widescreen, just the back and forth is... I don't like it. I don't like the back and forth. Like, if you're gonna pick a widescreen or a full screen, just pick one and then stick with it. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just.
Dude, to be honest, I didn't even really. It didn't faze me that much.
I know. Well, I mean, I noticed it because
to the movie's credit,
it's just something I would notice. But I mean, just like watching it again on a really nice big screen TV, it's not as bad because when you get the IMAX shots, of course you're gonna enjoy it on the big screen. Like, but I can see how it affects. Like, I can imagine how the IMAX scenes would play out widescreen, which is weird. So, for me,
it's just a really cool. It's a really cool flick.
Consistency is a very big factor.
So we missed it. Like near the end of the credits, they claim no animals were hurt in the making of the movie.
Oh, really? Like at the very. By the way, guys, the credits are still rolling.
We're about to be at
the very, 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 very end.
Right, about 2 hours.
Dark Knight. It's over officially.
So okay, so we ranked it among the series, or at least the most recent trilogy. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, this could easily be in the hot, like, I'm sure people give it 10 out of 10, but what would you give it out of 1 out of 10, Johnny C?
9 out of 10. Yeah, when I saw it in the theater, it was fantastic. I was so hyped for it. I love Batman Begins. Remember, I was getting out of work. I was doing like some kind of like Metro survey thing or something like that, or some birth survey thing. But I remember I was like stuck in a garage or something like that, and I was trying to get to the premiere, and I was meeting Chris and Jimmy and some people at like the premiere in Tyson's, and I like had to break out of the Metro thing and like had to lift the sign up to get my car out. But yeah, I remember being so hyped for it in the theater and seeing it and then just loving it and just can't waiting to watch it on Blu-ray or DVD or whenever it came out. And yeah, I still love it. It's still a great movie. It's still one of the best interpretations of Joker and Batman. Like I said, it's just a fun time to watch a movie. Like, it's not the beginning, it's not the ending. It's just like good middle ground. Batman having a good time versus Joker, iconic character.
So you are
symmetry, back and forth, done really well. 9 out of 10.
You're solid 9 out of 10, Javier.
Yeah. Well, I will have to concur with Bruno Diaz there. It was a solid 9 out of 10. I kind of get they have to limit some of the violence just because it is the PG-13 rating, which is it kind of forces limitations, but they work around it as best they can. I love the psychological themes where they examine the tug of war between Batman and Joker, with Two-Face in the middle, and I love how they set up the Batman and Jokers contrasting to each other and almost symbiotic with each other. It's like for this movie, they actually really
they directly say that. Yeah,
they really read the comic books and understood the nature of their relationship, and they really brought that to the screen in almost the best possible way, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you guys. I'll have to agree. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 9 out of 10. Just simply because number one, the violence factor I feel could have been a little bit more. I mean, there were a couple of scenes where I was like, if you could have just shown just a fraction.
Yeah, what's his name? Michael J.
White.
Michael J. White. Yeah, Spawn
like just
could have been done a little
just
better.
Just a little more for our, for the hardcore people, I guess. But I get it. The rating had to be a certain way, the PG-13 rating, and depending on what Christopher Nolan really wanted to showcase, whether it was more of a dark film versus, just kind of like a neutral film. So 9 out of 10 on my side. I definitely agree with you guys. And this is a must own.
Yeah, if you're a Batman fan, can't go wrong with this. I mean,
right.
Pick up this, you can have a good time.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, final thoughts? Anything? I mean, I think we pretty much wrapped up. What our ratings are, and
love
Rachel. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Don't yell too loud.
Scared me. God,
jeez,
Rachel.
So I love this. Dark Knight Rises kind of goes off the rails a little for me, but yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, I will say I'm sad that
I am Christian Bale.
We've got the Joker as this
Two-Face.
iconic villain.
Oh, what?
We've got the Joker as an iconic villain, but we never got an iconic Bane yet.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. The iconic Bane was the one in Batman and Robin, that big goofy guy.
Yeah, it sucks too because Two-Face is so cool in this movie, man. Like perfect setup, perfect. Yeah, Harvey Dent beginning is like if you watch the arc in the cartoon show, it's like you get the whole thing here in the movie, like in a short 2.5 hours, which is a lot. But I'm saying like at the end, I really think they should have kept him alive for the third movie to have him come back and just like. Yeah, my favorite parts of the movie is just Two-Face just killing people at the very end for like a couple scenes, but his build up and you get to see his career, like his become that character, and it's just really cool to see in this environment and world. But I just want to see more of it. That's the only downside.
Yeah, cool guys. All right, well, I think that wraps up the Dark Knight. By the way, everyone, I mentioned this earlier in the podcast, but. Don't forget, Joaquin Phoenix, October 4th, which is a Friday, 2019.
Yeah, I'm not really that hyped for that movie, but
really?
I'll totally go see it, yeah.
I'm a
Marvel
fan of
movies kind of spoiled me a little bit where it's like, if it's not connected to something like...
Oh, come on.
I mean, I don't even
think... You can't look at it
I mean,
way.
Batman's might not even be in it, so it's like, that's cool, but like...
That'd be cool.
It's just a Joker standalone movie. It's like a what if, like that, like the old what if comics. Like,
I'm excited.
I can take a standalone, but at the same time, I'm just less hyped about it because I know that it's not leading up to anything else. So it's like...
I'm excited.
What if he turns out to be like a super great Joker and like you want to see that Joker versus Batman?
Then there will be a second one.
It'd be better if it was written that. It'd be better if it was written that way.
With the Twilight guy, Robert. What's his name? Robert Patterson or whatever. Yeah. What was the guy?
Hopefully, that's what they're leading up to. That'd be cool. Yeah.
So I'm excited just because I really enjoy Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a dynamic actor. He's played in, Gladiator. He's played in Reservation Road or whatever the hell that movie is with his son gets run over by the Hulk. Who's the Hulk again? The guy.
Ruffalo?
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, Reservation Road is kind of weird. And he's just in a number of things. So I'm curious to see what comes out. I'm curious to see how it plays out. I'll probably go see it opening night. And guys, we'll probably be doing like a quick little 30-minute cast on that.
I might do a reaction shot.
Yeah, reaction shot. Yeah. Okay, guys. Everyone, thanks so much for listening. Tune in for our next podcast. And obviously be on the lookout for The Joker, October 4th, 2019. Okay, guys. Signing out.
Bye.